Ignite the MMA-Holes Hour.
This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Aunts and Uncles Studios of Arizona, Conor McGregor with another attack. Oh boy. Corey Anderson destroys Ryan Bader. Xmma 3 Fight Week MMA news with the MMA-Holes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Welcome to the MMA-Holes Hour. What episode is it? I don't know what episode it is. Episode number 196. I wasn't going to stop until I figured it out. Episode 196 over here on the MMA-Holes Hour. Almost at 200 episodes. Wow. Fitting. 196. UFC. 196. The MMA-Holes. 196. Conor McGregor. In the news once again. He attacked a DJ. Popped him right in his garlic knot face. Right in his gabagool. Conor McGregor, once again, in the news. Now, I know a lot of people are like, not again. I'm not surprised, motherfucker. Yes, Conor McGregor is in the news again. He was in Italy. The story is so wild. And it's not just the punch in the face situation. The situation of his kid was getting baptized in the Vatican. The Vatican. I'm like, what? What? How does that happen? How do you get your kid baptized? I'm doing like a backyard baptism for Ellie. The Vatican. Then afterwards, he goes out partying. Hey, how you doing? Hey, pizza pot. Right in the fucking face. Japped right in the face. Conor, any baptism ends with punching an Italian DJ in the face. It's crazy. I think that's the thing I can wrap my head around the fact that Conor punched someone again, or Conor, and it's an accusation. I don't know who the fuck is that guy? This Italian DJ is, but Conor's been silent. His camp's been silent, and if you look at the track record, you would have to say, yeah, this story's probably true. We saw him try to go after Machine Gun Kelly, the man in the bar, the old man in the bar, because everyone's freaking out about that. He slapped a cell phone out of some guy's hand. And, this would be another attack on a civilian, not a fighter, a DJ. Now, me being a former DJ, you would think it'd be all up in arms. How dare you slap a DJ? But I got to be honest, most DJs are very slappable. I think I was a pretty slappable DJ as well. That's why I don't do it anymore. But Conor McGregor, apparently, according to this gentleman, now I don't know what the fuck's his name. Let me see if I can get his name here anymore. But Conor, shut up, Chris. Let's see. DJ Francesco Facchinetti. Francesco Facchinetti. That's how you say his name. I heard a lot of people saying it wrong. It'd be Facchinetti. DJ Facchinetti. Right in his fucking, right in his mouth. Apparently they were hanging out together. That was the story. And Conor was with D. And the DJ Facchinetti was with his wife. And I don't know what was said. I don't know what happened. Maybe Conor was on the blow. Who knows? But Conor, the laser beam eyes popped out of his fucking skull and jabbed him right in his mouth. DJ Facchinetti. Yeah, I was a DJ, but I wasn't like DJ Facchinetti. I was doing like Sweet 16s and shit like that. That's what I was doing. You know, I was that guy. But yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that he's in the news again, and everyone is running around, you know, comparing this with John Jones and who did it worse. They both should be out of the UFC. Yada yada yada. He punched the DJ in the face. He's hanging out with the DJ. I don't know what the fuck happened. Are you supposed to punch a DJ in the face? No, that's assault. You know, you're not supposed to do that. Like I've said a million times, when I was back in the day and I was hanging out with people and this and that, people got punched. I don't know. It just happened. It's just you can't do that when you're having a Vatican baptism. All these spotlights are on you. You can't do that when you're hanging out with quote unquote celebrities, because it gets out there, it gets in the news. Any other normal weekend where you go out, you jab a DJ in the mouth, you know, the fucking security guards come out and that's it. It's over. But it's Conor McGregor. It's a whole different story. DJ Facchinetti was showing his lip, the inside of his lip. I think it might be herpes, but whatever. And everyone's like, that's it, man. Lock this guy up. He's a danger to society. Now, I will say this. The guy is a knucklehead. There's no doubt about it. Conor's a knucklehead. He's got way too much money for his own good. He's hanging out with his freaking fiance. He's got 3 kids at home, but he's hanging out with his fiance and still japping people in the face and stuff. It's not a good look. It's not a role model type action to be running around japping people in the face. You can't be doing that. You got the spotlight on you. You know, you just can't be doing. And you're a fucking fighter. You're a professional fighter. Your hands are weapons. Your foots are balloons.
My foot was a balloon.
He's a tool and washed up. So there we go. So let's go that route. If he's a washed up fighter, then he should be allowed to do it, right? I mean, if he was at the top of his game, it'd be problematic. But he hasn't watched him fight in a while. So maybe he should just go out there. Then it doesn't really matter, right? All joking aside, when you are a professional fighter, when you're under the spotlight, all this stuff happened. And when you have people chomping at the bit to fucking cancel, you can't be doing that shit. You just can't. You can't be running around, traveling the world, fucking japping people in faces. You just can't. Can't do it. When I was 32 years of age, I got into a lot of trouble. But I didn't have fucking private jets to my access. I didn't have $1 gazillion in the fucking bank account. I didn't have my own whiskey or whatever. I didn't have all that shit. If I did, I'd probably be a knucklehead at 32. I know you would think 32, it's a grown man, should be acting like that. I started this channel at 39. 39. There's a reason why this channel started. I got myself into a lot of trouble. You know, I made the wrong decisions in a lot of situations. And I had to pull my shit together. Pull it all together. So if people wonder why it's tough and difficult for me to start completely casting stones, for me to completely throw people under a bus or throw a hand truck through a window, that's the reason. If I had the money, I don't know what I'd do. I'm not saying I would do those things, but I'm not saying I wouldn't. So there's why I don't go too crazy. Now, Would I punch a fucking woman? No. I wouldn't do that. When it comes to domestic abuse and shit, like I know very positively, absolutely, that I wouldn't do that. So there I could actually take a stand. In a situation like this, if I was drunk and I'm hanging out in fucking Italy and I'm with all my boys and we're all getting fucking wasted and the DJ says, hey, how about that leg? How about that Dustin Poirier? Did you like when I played a Dustin Poirier as a walkout song? I'd probably punch him right in the fucking mouth. You know, who knows? I don't know what the fuck the situation was, and I'm not trying to defend Conor McGregor, but I can't say that if I was in that situation, there's a chance I might have done the same fucking thing. I don't know. I have no idea. He punched a fucking DJ in the mouth. Who the fuck cares? Like, I mean, who gives a shit? The problem is the big picture, right? He goes from country to country. He's doing all these things, and he's getting into trouble in different spots, right? Can't be doing that, right? Just can't. A normal person, you know, if he's traveling the world doing all this crazy stuff, he would get in trouble. But he's Conor McGregor. He doesn't get in as much trouble. But the people out there are going cray-cray about this, and it's enough's enough. This man's a nuisance. He punched the fucking DJ in the mouth. He was hanging out with the DJ. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't hear his side of the story. Not saying he's innocent, but I'm also saying I don't care, man. He couldn't finish the DJ. Yeah, he didn't. I don't know. I mean, you look at the DJ. He doesn't. I mean, he's looking like he has a busted lip. I got to be honest with you. If I peel my lip up like that, I mean, is it cut? I can't fucking tell. If I peel my lip up too, and you see some red under here. I see some red on here. I was like, yo, come punch me too. Was the DJ looking for a paycheck? He's a famous DJ. Maybe, probably not. But he's suing him. He's suing him. So we got to get more on the story. Not a good look for Conor McGregor. Not a good look. I'm with you on that. Like, all right, here we go again. Conor's in the news. Who do you hit this time? Who do you attack? Who do you threaten? It's not a good look. It's not a good role model to be a Conor McGregor these days. But when was Conor McGregor really a role model? Think about it. Whenever was Conor McGregor a role model? The guy's trash talk. I mean, it progressively got worse as he journeyed into the Khabib fight. It got pretty dark and dreary over there. Blue lips, the whole thing. Even I was like, whoa. All right, it's getting a little far, this trash talking over here. He was always the bad guy. You know, he was always that guy. He never ran around, except for one time. He decided to go off the shtick and go onto another shtick with Dustin Poirier in the rematch, and he became the family man, which no one could have bought. But some people might have. Who knows? And then now he's right back on the other Conor side, but he's progressively gotten worse. Eventually, it has to stop, right? Eventually, enough's enough. You would think, right? Does the UFC step in? A lot of people out there are saying, on the Twitters, UFC should do something about this. I mean, you can't have a guy, the face of your company, or one of the faces of your company, a superstar. Can't have him running around kicking people's asses. It's an interesting topic here, the Conor McGregor situation. I am not defending him saying that he is doing the right thing. No, you can't be running around punching people. But at the same time, like I said, if I was in his shoes, I had all that money and I had a bunch of blow to put up my nose, which I'd never done before, but it sounds like a great time. I don't know what I would fucking do. Maybe if I see a fucking obnoxious DJ hanging out with me, he says the wrong thing, I might punch the guy in the face. I don't know. I have no idea. So I'm curious, chat. I'm curious where we stand on this. The one thing I think we could all agree on is Conor McGregor should be rehabbing if he's really coming back to the UFC. He's still under contract, right? He should be rehabbing that fucking split in half leg and focusing on that. And then finding out when we have another fight and deal with the lead up and the whole thing. But right now he's in the news for punching a DJ in the fucking mouth. And now I'm annoyed by that, to be honest. Because I kind of don't give a fuck. The only reason why we put it on our thumbnail is because everyone's fucking talking about it. Everyone wants to talk about this. So let's get this out of the way. Let's talk to the people in the chat. Let's figure out, do we care? Should we cancel him? Should we lock this man up? Should he be banished from the UFC? Is it worse than John Jones? Is it the same as John Jones? What are we doing here? Let's see what the chat says. Conor is a little coked leprechaun next story. All right. Well, Kevin, I'm pretty sure he's taller than you. Glove touch got blocked by McGregor, so clearly he knows how to block out the negativity. Is Conor still doing wheelchair boxing? I don't think so. He's just too busy beating up DJs. The DJ is getting paid, baby. Yeah, DJ's probably going to make some money off it, right? If the story is true, if the allegation is true, I'm sure Conor will throw him a chunk of change and say, shut the fuck up. Get out of here. Conor would be getting in a lot more trouble after he loses his next fights is Drew Becker. So Drew Becker thinks that, and it's not impossible, right? The guy, no matter what, there is some sort of competitive spirit with this guy. And he has this he does have an obnoxious pride to him, right? He's not fighting because he needs money. That's clearly not the case. He's fighting because of his pride. In his mind, he thinks he's the GOAT, right? He thinks he could beat everyone. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. At this stage of the game, it's not working too much at 155, right? 145 is working great. 155, not so much. So he's going to come back, right? And if he takes an L in his comeback fight, which I would think when he does come back, I have a feeling the fight's going to be Cowboy Cerrone-esque, right? I don't think they're going to throw him right into the fire. Hey, let's go throw this man a title. They're going to throw him some novelty fight or whatever. I don't know. A fight that is winnable for Conor, right? But if he does lose that fight, or if he gets thrown into the fire and fights some crazy fight that he shouldn't be fighting, and he loses, well, what's next, right? You would have to think all fingers point in the direction of he's going to punch someone else again. He's going to do something a little cray-cray again. Maybe I'm weird for saying this. I don't care that he punched a DJ. It doesn't do anything for me. Like, I couldn't care less. Like, I don't know. I mean, domestic violence, that was a situation that had to pull me out of my shell a little bit there. Usually I do defend John Jones. Even when it's tough to defend him, I usually do. But the domestic violence whole situation, that was rough. I couldn't be his lawyer on that one. But when it comes to the fucking thing, who cares? And if he loses his next fight and he punches if he punches MGK, like, do we really care if he punches Machine Gun Kelly? Do we care that he punches a fucking Italian DJ? I couldn't care less. I really couldn't. Now Jesse's here. We got a sleeping baby. I got to ask you, Jesse, the story of Conor McGregor. Are you aware of this story? I know you've been running around doing a lot of things.
The only thing I've heard is he punched a DJ. That's literally, I don't know like the whole story. I don't know the reasoning. I don't know what happened, if there was a confrontation or whatever. I don't know what provoked it. I just know he punched a DJ.
Yeah, I think you have this. You did pull the story, right?
Yes, I did.
All right, so you want to pull the story and then we'll give your opinion? You want to throw your opinion out there now?
I don't have an opinion.
Okay, so let's get to the story.
Like,
give me the story.
I'm kind of along the same lines as you. Is like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like who gives a shit?
I just pulled the story because
he's
people
a
are talking
nuisance.
about
Who cares?
it. Like,
I mean, all right, how about this? He did have a baptism for his child at the Vatican. And then that night went out partying and then punched the DJ who was hanging out.
You can't
with.
party after your child's baptism. I mean,
who gives a fuck? I mean, it's so weird.
The only reason I pulled the story in the first place is because everybody was talking about it. But I care so little that I didn't even read the story.
Who gives a shit?
Like,
off with his head. He punched an Italian DJ. Who cares? He was attacking Machine Gun Kelly. Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts. Maybe I'm fucking nuts. But anyway, let's get into the story over here.
All right, hold on. Let me pull it up.
People went nuts over it. People went crazy over it. Yes, you aren't supposed to run around and punch people. Yes. I'm with you on that. I just don't give a fuck. He didn't punch me. I mean, I don't know. He didn't punch my family members. Who gives a fuck what he's doing? Anyway, where's the story?
According to Ryan Harkness of MMA Mania, Conor McGregor randomly attacks an Italian DJ in Rome. We may never see the return of prime 2015 Conor McGregor. Best we can do apparently is 2019 McGregor, when the Irish sports star was embroiled in multiple assault cases among other investigations. In his latest violent outburst of the year, McGregor reportedly punched an Italian DJ and television personality named Francesco Facchinetti during a night out.
Facchinetti, Jesse.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, Moss. Excuse me.
Hey, listen, you have a little bit of a paisan in your baby. So you got to
You're right, I should respect it.
Your baby's got a little paisano blood, so you got to go.
Respect my paisan baby.
Hey, DJ Facchinetti, try that.
Facchinetti.
Hey.
DJ Facchinetti.
DJ Facchinetti. It's Facchinetti.
Francesco Facchinetti.
Yes. Okay, see.
Anyways. Facchinetti claims he and his wife had been partying and having fun with McGregor for 2 hours prior to the incident before things went sideways. McGregor invited him to another party and then punched him in the face when he accepted, breaking his nose. Facchinetti said in an Instagram video, he said, at 2:30 this night, I was attacked by Mr. McGregor. The very famous McGregor, who punched me in the mouth, broke my nose in front of 10 witnesses, his friends and his bodyguards. He attacked me.
Now, let me ask you a question. Just hearing this story right now. Mm-hmm. Do you think that the guy fucking was mouthing off, or did Conor just randomly punch him in the mouth for nothing?
It sounds to me, because they say that this is a DJ, singer, and television personality. Now, I've never heard of this fucking guy, so he clearly doesn't have very much fame, and he's looking for it. So I say he probably provoked McGregor, knowing McGregor's temper, because McGregor's always in the news for assault.
Oh, you think they were a little tuned up, and he was like, let me poke him a little?
He's probably like, listen, I want to be a DJ, singer, and a television personality. Let me get my fame, my 2 minutes of stardom. This guy has a temper. Let's provoke him. You know?
It's not. You know what? I tell you what. If that is the case, we don't know if it is, but if that is the case, it's a pretty smart move. You just saw Machine Gun Kelly get attacked. God knows what the hell he said.
If I were looking for my 2 minutes of fame, and I knew there was a guy there,
take it on,
or girl who had a temper and had a history of assaulting people, and all I had to do was take a hit to the face, I'd fucking do it.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Yeah. I wonder what he said. Good.
So he said, let's see. He said, he attacked me without motivation as we talked for more than 2 hours, and we also had fun together. I could have shut up and not say anything to anyone, but since I'm here to tell it, I must say that this person is really violent and dangerous.
I wish I had Gaylord. I don't have it on my...
Aside from the 2 minutes of fame, obviously he's looking for a little money as well, because he plans to sue McGregor.
I'm so glad I'm not a DJ anymore. Is this considered a DJ? I mean, we do.
I don't know.
We don't spin music, so all right, good.
He said, I took a punch for nothing. That punch could go to anyone, my friends, my wife, or other friends. That's why I decided to sue Conor McGregor, because he is a violent and dangerous person.
Look at this guy's face, though. Let's just take a look. Let's just. We don't really know what's going on, but I'm looking at this guy's face. I mean, I have to be honest with you. I'm pretty glad he got punched in the face. He's got a punchable face, doesn't he? No?
I guess. I don't know.
Facchinetti. Hey, it's a Facchinetti. Oh, he does have a little... All right, so there is a little blood over here, okay? Actually, his lips are the same as John Jones's fiance, Jesse.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Too soon, Moss.
I'm sorry. I think they superimposed her lips on his mouth. All right, anyway. Okay, so that's Facchinetti.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Then out of nowhere, he threw a punch in the face of Francesco.
Oh, Kishadicha!
He was inviting us to another party, Francesco said.
Bafangul!
Okay, let's go, and he hit him. Luckily, Francesco, was very close to McGregor, so McGregor couldn't load up on his punch. Francesco flew back, fell on the table, and then on the ground. The first thing that came to mind was, are we kidding? Is it a show? Then I was paralyzed. I turned around and saw that his friends were holding him against the wall because he wanted to continue beating Francesco. Now, this was his wife's account, by the way.
Oh, God, I want to see footage of this. It'd be great.
Then they took him away. I turned on the light and the guards turned them off.
When Conor's fist hits your face and you have a punchable face, that's...
Amore.
Amore.
Then they took him away. I turned on the light and the guards turned them off. Francesco was bleeding. I wanted to help him and the guards chased us away. He will stay in Italy until October 26th, she added. She said, if you see him, stay away from him. Don't go near him and ask for autographs because he is an unstable and dangerous person. McGregor's last violent outburst that we know of came at the MTV Music Video Awards when he tried to attack Machine Gun Kelly on the red carpet, an incident so out of the blue and random, we still have no idea why it really happened. There are claims of McGregor in Kelly's girlfriend Megan Fox's DMs. There are claims McGregor thought Kelly was Jake Paul. Even some speculation that it was all just a stupid PR stunt gone wrong. But if this latest report of McGregor cold-cocking this Italian singer are true, it seems like he's back on his 2019 bullshit where he couldn't seem to go more than a few weeks without some sort of brush with the law.
Okay. All right. So what do you think, Jess? Let's get your opinion.
Again, I don't give a flying fuck. Like, I just don't care. I mean, is it wrong that I don't give a fuck? Like, here's the thing.
Is he a menace to society? Should we finally cancel this man?
People like are so. It's not even that they're consumed, right? I don't even think that they're consumed by the life of someone else. I think people are so out of control of their own lives that they feel they have to be in control of someone else's. So when someone gets in trouble, someone has a run-in with the law or has a history with the law or assaults or whatever the fuck it is, people have this desperation to be in control of that person's life and be in control of what's said and what society's saying and what's said on social media and this and that, because for some reason it boosts their ego and it makes them feel good about themselves. When in reality, you have your own fucking life to worry about. Who gives a fuck?
All right, what should the UFC do? Should they step in?
Who gives a fuck? He didn't do it inside the cage. Like, what the? This isn't like Khabib, the post-fight melee at UFC fucking whatever the fuck it was when they were fighting outside the cage and people were getting hurt on the grounds of the actual organization. This was in fucking Rome.
Well, people are saying, now I'm going to play devil's advocate here, okay? This is what I'm trying to, because I'm with you. But what people are saying is he attacked Mark Goddard. You know, he jumped in there and attacked Mark Goddard. He punched an old man in a bar. He slapped a cell phone out of a man's hand. It's old news. Like, are you going to hold on to the past and be like, oh, well, I'm going to hold this over his head for the rest of his life?
But fucking you think he gives a fuck what you think?
10th strike, not. Jesse. 10th strike, and you're out.
Let me put it this way. If Conor McGregor actually cared what you thought about him, he wouldn't be getting into all this trouble. He clearly doesn't give a fuck because he has all the money in the world. He's living the perfect life. He's got beautiful children. He's got a wife who doesn't care if he cheats. Like, he's living the life.
What do you mean?
He's living the life.
First
he's going
of all,
out partying. He's christening his child and then partying right after. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care.
I'll tell you. I won't even tell you the story, but there has been multiple times where I've gone out with friends and gotten to fist fight with the friends that I'm hanging out with. I've actually gotten to a fist fight with them. It's happened. I mean, that just happens with dudes. It's shit. That shit happens when you go out and you get drunk. Someone says something fucking stupid. Chances are you jab that man in the face. But a real man would take the fucking punch like a man, and then afterwards share shots with you afterwards. He'd be like, "All right, I was a dick. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I was a dick. I should have punched you. Let's move on." I mean, that's usually what happens. In the normal world. This is not the normal world. This is Conor McGregor having a fucking baptism in the Vatican. He's hanging out with some punchable-faced Italian DJ. And who the fuck knows what happened? Who knows? And Jesse's 100% correct. Who the fuck cares?
Wonderful, wonderful.
If you hate on McGregor, you're jealous of him because he has more money than you. We don't even know the full story. Maybe the DJ called him a faggot or didn't drink his beer. I'm such a faggot for Conor McGregor's cock. Zany face.
What the fuck? What was it? What the hell was going on there? It was interesting.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Here comes the glove touch.
He blocked me. So fuck that Irish bitch faggot. The bitch is scared of Jake Paul. Drunk broken leg loser. He's scared y'all. Conor's scared of me y'all. I don't mean any word of this. I just want to pause for the McGregor fans. I can't wait to read this chat.
Okay, thank you, Glove Touch. He probably is scared of you. B-Man! Yeah. Oh, yeah, here we go!
Come on, get loud, MMA-Holes in the crowd!
What do we got?
Come on, get loud, MMA-Holes in the crowd!
Got
MMA-Holes in the crowd! MMA-Holes in the crowd! MMA-Holes in the crowd!
All right, let's see what B-Man has. Thank you for the donation.
Jess would whoop Conor's ass with that mom strength. Flex biceps.
That's true.
Flex biceps.
That's true. Conor wouldn't stand a chance, and his excuse would be...
My foot was up a leon.
Yeah, but Jesse, like, listen. Even Jesse's saying it, so who gives a fuck? Who cares? What the hell's going on? I don't give a shit.
CBD.
Roberto!
CBD. 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 CBD, 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 CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you want to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
Yo, hit that like, Roberto. What you got?
McGregor threw a dolly at a bus, hurt people. He's lucky immigration didn't take his visa. This man will eventually see consequences down the line. Him and Jones, that's it, strike 3.
Okay, well, it's more like strike 20 for the guy. Yeah. I guess maybe Hearns might have came in a little late. But, yeah, I mean... he's rich. He's famous. He's going to get away with this. That's what's going to happen. You know, that's what's going to happen. Is it acceptable? No, it's not acceptable behavior. You're not supposed to be hitting people in the face. Can't be doing that. Can't be assaulting people. We don't know the full story on this, but it is interesting because people are riled up. People are riled up. All we get is one side of the story, and he may be completely right. This might be completely factual and true. We haven't heard from McGregor's camp at all. You know, maybe he is guilty in this situation, and it's a very good possibility. But we only heard one side of the story, and immediately everyone's hitting the interwebs and saying, let's stop this with this guy. Now, what you got to work with is his track record. That's what you have to work with, right? You know, the previous things that have happened. To me, the fucking hand truck, it's not a dolly, by the way, a hand truck through a bus window, yeah, that's probably the top. That's probably the worst thing he's done. But remember, how the fuck did he get through security with all those freaking people flying across the country, the whole deal? You know, like the whole thing is like fishy as fook. Shouldn't have been throwing fucking hand trucks at windows. You shouldn't be doing that. It's wrong. You should be throwing garbage cans into the whole other situation. But the whole thing was just like, I don't know, it's fishy as fook. And it is what it is. You know, he did what he had to do. He got out of the situation. He got out of the Mark Goddard situation. That might be the second worst, in my opinion. The second worst was probably the Mark Goddard thing because, honestly, he did look like he was coked out of his fucking mind, hopping over that freaking cage, screaming and shoving and just going ballistic. Like that was like peak cocaine Conor. No doubt about it. That was a bizarre, like legit bizarre situation. At least the hand truck situation, he's defending his boy Artem. He's going with his goons, going in there like, yo, let's go. I've been there too. I'm not as, you know, internationally flown across the country whole deal, but if I had the cash, I probably would do it. I mean, I probably would, you know. So, I mean, if he punched the DJ in the mouth, I don't give a fuck. Jesse don't give a fuck. I don't, like, who gives a fuck? If he would have fucking laid out MGK and we're all trying to cancel the guy for trying to knock out MGK, maybe we should look in the mirror and be like, is he probably doing us all a favor here? Like, do we really need MGK? Do we need this fucking Italian DJ that has a fucking super punchable face? I don't know. I don't know the guy. You know, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Now, if he's fucking beating the shit out of a woman, yeah, now we're talking. You don't be doing that. If you're fucking doing something horrible to a kid, all right, yeah, you can't be doing shit like that. I mean, he punched a grown man in the mouth. Guy probably ran his mouth. He punched him. It is what it is. I don't know. Who cares?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Roberto.
Money buys good attorneys, but after multiple incidents that won't mean nothing. Look at John Gotti. African Americans beat him up behind bars.
Oh, man. So you're saying, okay, so I'm assuming Roberto, and he might be speaking for a lot of people here, are saying that Conor McGregor, eventually it's all going to catch up to him, right? I mean, you could just get away with so much. The world's not his playground. Eventually, someone's, you know, it's going to backfire in his face. And you know what? If you're punching people, if you're doing this, if you're doing that, yeah, eventually it could catch up, you know? When is he going to grow up? When is he going to move on from running around punching people? And the weird part about the whole situation is he's doing this with his fiance there, you know? It makes you scratch your head. I mean, she's got everything in the world. She's got the 3 kids, the whole deal. She's probably wrapped around Conor's finger. I would imagine that's what's going on here. So that's kind of a bummer. If anything out of this whole situation I could take from the Conor, or maybe, who knows, maybe she's just one of them women that's just like, it's fucking all moist seeing her hubby beat a fucking famous Italian DJ up, or going after MGK. He's the hot thing right now with what's her face, Megan Fox. Maybe she gets all fucking wet in the panties about this shit. I don't know. I don't fucking care. I really don't fucking care. Like I said from the very beginning, he never was a role model to kids. Maybe adults found him as a role model for what he's accomplished in his life, being from nothing to success. But it's not like this guy's like a Disney star or something. He's a fucking fighter. I mean, he's got a couple of screws loose. It is what it is. Megan Fox's gross is Drew Becker. I think you might be in the minority with that one. But I got to say, her voice drives me nuts. Like, I can't fucking stand her voice. Sounds like a dude. Anyway, let's take a couple of comments from the chat. And we do have to talk about some of the events that happened on the weekend. Hopefully we get some phone lines with some saves. And thank you to those donations. Make sure you smash the like button. Got $1.77 hanging.
Hanging with the boys.
So hit that fucking like button. This Saturday night, not only will we be covering UFC Vegas 41 COSTA versus Vittori. We'll be giving you our fight buddies for that, but we're going to roll into Xmma and give you the fights live on this channel. Live fights, Xmma on this channel. Go check out their IG. And we got some bangers on this thing. A lot of guys we know of. XMMA.tv is their Instagram. Go give them a follow. Check it out. We got John Dotson versus Cody Gibson. Keith Richardson versus Daniel Strauss. Tyler Wilson versus Adir Terry. I don't know who Adir Terry is. I'm just going to be honest with you over there. I don't know that.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. Jose Caceres versus Angelo Trevino. Quota Samuel versus Caio Uruguay. Simon Marini versus Gabriel Checo. Now, there's some pretty decent scraps in there. We may not know those guys. But then look at this. John Howard versus Tyler Ray. John Howard was in PFL. He was in CES. This man's been all over the fucking UFC. Been all over the fucking place. Another guy that sticks out over here is Nate the Great Marquardt is on this card. I didn't even know this man's still fighting. This guy's a freaking animal. And he's fighting Valdir Araujo. That's going down in XMMA. A lot of stuff on this card. Like a long card live on this show for the people, for the MMA-Holes. Last interview with Mo was effing hilarious. Yeah, he did great, man.
Wonderful.
Mo is awesome. Real great guy. Big Mo will be announcing. It's going to be a great card over there. A lot of fun. So we'll be reacting to this and showing the fights. Next Saturday's going to be banging. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Hit the notification bell, too, so you know. And shout out to Head Rush for making this fucking happen. Head Rush, 20% off. Promo code MMAHOLES. MMA-Holes, 20% off. Head Rush. Swagalicious clothing over there. Look at that. Beautiful. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Also, MysticRootsCBD.com. 20% off. Promo code MMAHOLES for the greatest CBD in the world. MysticRootsCBD.com. 20% off. Promo code MMAHOLES. If you're looking to watch the fights, the ESPN Plus fights, click the link in the description or live chat for the UFC, all the UFC events, Contender Series. What do we got? What's the other one called? The one that I don't watch? What's that one called? The Ultimate Fighter.
Wonderful.
It's such a good show, The Ultimate Fighter, that I don't even watch it. But ESPN Plus, if you want to watch all the fights, use our link in the live chat in the description. Check it out. ESPN Plus is wonderful.
Wonderful.
And go trade over at Polymarket. Polymarket, the greatest trading website in the fucking world. You could bet on sports. You could bet on politics. You could bet on game shows, TV shows, whatever. Like anything that you want to bet on. Check it out over there. Polymarket. There's a link in the description down below. And win some fucking money.
Wonderful.
All right, so now we spoke about Conor McGregor. I definitely want to get some phone lines on his story, so hopefully we get some saves tonight, and we'll keep that party going on Conor. But we do have to move over to, we'll talk about the UFC briefly here, okay? A lot of people were complaining about this card, and you know what? They are right. DJ's always getting money off of other people's hits. It's true, right? Yeah, they're playing other people's songs and making boatloads of cash. That's a fair point. Just remix it, and next thing you know, you're famous. Norma Dumont versus Aspen Ladd. The story that basically is taking over the UFC side of the news and nudes.
Wonderful.
We'll talk about that in a second, but check this out over here. This card was a lot of meh. I mean, big win for Jim Miller, but he fought a guy that not many people know. We know Eric Gonzalez over here from the interwebs, but not many people are familiar with him. The card, Landwehr gets a submission. Let's see. Bruno Silva gets the knockout in the third round over there. That was actually a nice knockout by Bruno Silva. Tough. He was losing that fight and came back in the third and got the win over there. That wasn't bad. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that really stands out. Batcherel destroyed Brendan Davis. The card opened up really good. The first two fights were actually really good. Carnelossi gets a submission, the rear naked choke. Just, man, bitch was kicking ass. And then third round, she's like, all right, now I'm going to get the finish. So Ariane Carnelossi had a little chip on her shoulder. I think she called out Felice Herrig as her next fight. I would be interested in seeing that. But yeah, the first two fights started good. We have a couple of stories throughout, but underwhelming for the most part. And then you have this fight that happens, which was not a very good main event at all. Norma Dumont was just kind of cruising the whole fight. And then when you saw a little bit in the fourth and a lot more in the fifth, you know, all of a sudden, Aspen Ladd wakes up and, you know, the fight ends, she loses. I didn't have the volume on because we're doing fight commentary over here on this channel. But I went back and I noticed the internet's exploding. And Miesha Tate, who could possibly be the most irritating fighter in the world. She's like the female Luke Rockhold. I cannot stand her. I couldn't stand her from the freaking Ultimate Fighter. And, you know, sometimes she's interviewed, she seems like a complete sweetheart. And then she jumps online and says just dopey shit. 1 minute she's talking shit about Aspen Ladd not making weight. The next minute she's calling her a victim because her coach was too rough on her in the corner. And thankfully, we made a comment on Twitter, and I noticed as the days passed, other people were starting to take this side too, and it was starting to make me feel like, okay, the world's not lost yet. You know, we're not completely the cancel culture, because if we're going to cancel this coach for trying to fucking push his fighter, what's going on? I noticed Ariel backpedaled a little bit today too on the topic. It looked like he was going to jump on the coach as well. So long story short, Aspen Ladd's coach is fucking Aspen Ladd. They're having sex.
Are they?
They're an item. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, come on over here. We'll talk about it. Yeah, so they're banging, and I think that's one of the reasons. Maybe people are jealous that, you know, maybe they want to fuck Aspen Ladd. I don't know what it is, but they're all shitting on the coach for being too hard on Aspen Ladd, and you're gonna make her cry and blah blah blah. Just going on and on and on. And I'm thinking to myself, man, when I played hockey, I mean, my coaches they were messed up. Like, they would say the most effed up things in the world. My old job, I had bosses stepping on the back of my fucking foot, screaming in my ear to make me move faster, to motivate me. I'm not going to be like, whoa, stop it. Like, I mean, these are professional fighters. Professional fighters. They're not just professional athletes. They're fighters. They're strong athletes that their coaches, for the most part, know, hey, I got to get to this point to make my fighter go. And what happened? He started barking at her, started pushing her, and then she finally started moving. I'm going to play a little something over here, and I'm curious to see what you guys think, because maybe not everyone seen any of these clips between rounds. But I'm going to play this really quick. Okay. And I want to get your thoughts on this, too. But, I mean, Miesha Tate could hop off a cliff for all I care.
You're down 3-0. Please tell me what you're doing. You have to throw more than one punch. You got it.
Hold on a second.
To fight.
Oh yeah, he's cursing and it's getting bleeped out. But hold on, let's play this again.
You're down 3-0. Please tell me what you're doing. You have to throw more than one punch. You got it. To fight. It's the fourth round. You're down 3-0. You're down 3-0. Please tell me what you're doing. You have to throw more than one punch. You got it. To fight. It's the fourth round. You're down 3-0. You're down.
Okay. Now it's a little low. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's so freaking low. But anyway, I think you kind of heard that over there. You're down 3-0. Like, what are you doing? You know, you got to fight. You got to do something here. Here's Aspen Ladd looking at him while he's saying this, okay? There she is. She's just kind of staring at him, like as he is, like he's being stern with her. You know, she's standing up. She no stool, the whole deal. He's just trying to get it into her head. You gotta go. You gotta go. And I mean, I don't think that's that bad. I'm gonna play it one more time here, Jess. I want you to hear it. Did you hear this?
I did not hear. No.
Okay, hold on.
4th round, you're down 3-0. Please tell me what you're doing. You have to throw more than one punch. You got it.
He's cursing here, so.
The fight. It's the 4th round. You're down 3-0. You're down 3-0. Please tell me what you're doing. You have to throw more than one punch. You got it. The fight. It's the 4th round. You're down 3-0. You're down.
Hold on,
shit.
hold on.
All right, we're gonna get her opinion in a second, but
I have something to say about that one.
what a horrible monster, right? I mean,
Okay, is it better?
yes.
Okay. First of all, this is what people are getting upset about? This is yelling?
It's not just the internet.
This is abusive?
It's Misha Tate.
Because I have a lot to say. This is abusive? Come on. I gotta say something. First of all, I don't think there's absolutely anything wrong with your spouse or significant other or anything giving you constructive criticism when it matters most, especially when it comes to your career. I think them being hard on you shows that they actually give a fuck about what happens to you. That being said, this was not fucking hard. I gotta be honest. Like, when I first, and I know this isn't even the same because I'm not even a fighter, but this is just what I can compare it to. When I first started doing YouTube, I had no interest in making money off of it whatsoever. And then when Moss and I started talking and everything, he was fucking hard. Like, he was hard on me. And when I say, so I remember in the very beginning, there were people saying that Moss was being, like, just a complete jerk off towards me. But what they didn't understand is he was trying to prepare me for this world, right, of YouTube. Now, it's not fighting. It's not even close. It's not the same thing at all. But I can only compare it to being tough on your significant other, or even if it's not your significant other, if you're guiding someone through something and you're trying to get them to be better at something, it's completely okay to be hard on them. And he was so freaking nice. Like, I have heard a million times worse. And she seemed perfectly fine.
I would yell
what the fuck is going on?
I would yell at Jesse.
He would scream at me.
I would be like, grow the fuck up.
Like,
do your job. I would scream at her. I would, like get in her face and be like, grow up.
In the very beginning, when this all first started, he would scream at me.
I was like, you're going to blow this opportunity? Like, we would have, like, really cool opportunities, and she would be, like, freaking out about something.
Yeah.
And I knew I had to snap her out of it, so I would fucking get in her face and be like, you got to fucking...
It fucking worked.
But here's the thing. I mean, these people are athletes, and they hire their coach. They hire these people, their coach, to be there, to motivate them to win a fight.
Yeah.
They go through a full camp to win this fight. So what do they want their coach to do? Pat him on the back and be like, maybe next time. It's crazy. He's doing it again?
I don't know. You can.
No. He's not doing it again.
We'll just check.
Yeah, but you keep on doing it, it's going to get fucked up. It's fine.
Just needs a little tug.
I didn't hear anything.
But no, listen, and like I said, not even close to fighting. The fight game is a whole different world. And I think to be a fighter, you have to be a certain kind of person.
That's crazy.
To get inside that cage. That being said, though, like Ma said, she's a fucking fighter. She knows what she's getting herself into, and her coach is only trying to make her better. And I saw nothing in there that was abusive. There
Misha
was
Tate
nothing in there
jumped
abusive.
out there, and she started fucking running her mouth. Actually, let me see if we can find her tweet. And she wasn't the only one. A lot of people went there, but thankfully, hey, you know what? Finally, Daniel Cormier stepped up. Daniel Cormier actually went on the coach's defense. You know, basically saying put him in his corner. He'd be down with that. Misha Tate. Where's this one's Twitter?
That bothers me so much. Like, that fucking bothers me. Like, nothing happened. He was talking to her. He was... do you not fucking talk to your significant other in a way that's firm when you want to make them better at something or when you need something to be done? But you are firm.
You know what's worse about that is the whole thing is the coach had to go online and apologize.
Fuck that. I wouldn't have apologized. I'd be like, fuck all you guys. Whatever I'm doing is working. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck apologies and fuck your soft snowflake world. That's bullshit. He didn't do anything wrong.
What the hell is this bitch's Twitter?
Are you kidding me? And Misha Tate started this?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've hit the nail on the head from the very
girl.
beginning with this freaking broad. Like, ever since the freaking Ultimate Fighter, I was like, she makes me sick to my stomach. Like, I don't know, there's something about her, and this is just another example. Where the hell's her Twitter? What is her Twitter handle? I can't find her fucking Twitter. Oh, here we go. There we go. There she is.
What's wrong, babe?
But she's got boobs, so let's all listen to her. Yeah, she's arguing with a bunch of people on the internet. Okay, here it is. Here's the tweet. All right.
What's that?
It's just fucking nuts. All right, here we go. Your mic sounds like dog poop. What is he talking about? Check. 1, 2. Check. What the fuck? Actually, it does sound a little weird. Or maybe I'm fucking hearing things. Does Jesse's mic sound fucked up?
It sounds fine.
It sounds fine?
Check. 1, 2, 3. Check.
Yeah, I think he's just fucked. I think I don't know, he's on drugs or something. I don't know.
Check. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it sounds fine. What is he doing? Why would you say this? Are you high, bro? Why would you say that? Why would you interrupt the show? Hope you're happy. Hope
It's
you're happy.
okay.
That's it, Misha Tate. Go get him. Misha Tate, what'd she say over here?
She said, some people aren't afraid to call it like they see it. It's not an attack on you going through something unpleasant. I don't wish bad on anyone. You tried to manipulate the scale to read a weight that was not accurate. That's unfair play. If anything, I'd say I'm defending Macy. What?
Is this not it? Hold on a second.
She's talking about the weight cut here.
Oh, wait. Did she take it down? Hold on a second.
Could you imagine she started this up and then took it down?
Is this it? Hold
Yeah,
on.
she's talking about... Is this woman kidding me?
Did she take it down?
Oh, did you just read that?
No, which one did you
She
read?
said she would have done that without him. It's who she is.
Oh, okay.
He will take credit for her win, but never for her loss. Trust me, she can only take so much of this abuse before it breaks her spirit. What?
I can't find the initial tweet, though. Where the hell is the initial one?
Misha Tate, you clearly have been coddled your entire fucking life if you think this is abuse.
Here's more abuse.
What the fuck? Do they give you a trophy for just entering the cage, Tate? Do they do that? Like, what is going on?
Crazy.
What is going on? This is abuse? I want to go crazy right now. I want to go crazy.
Oh, God. How does anyone root for this broad? I don't get it, man. I honestly can't wrap my head around it. Cupcake. More like snowflake.
Wonderful.
There's a video from Europe soccer coach slapped all his players one by one screaming lol. Smiley face. That's hilarious.
That's nuts. Who was that college coach that used to go crazy on his guys? And it's just nuts. I mean, I've seen high school football players get fucking trolled by coaches.
Wonderful.
Fucking snowflakes.
It's nuts, man. It's nuts. But the good news is this. There is a silver lining here. After a couple of days from this wacko running her mouth and the poor coach having to apologize, and then, then the coach was offered to go on Ariel's thing. Now, Ariel said something too. Let me see if I can find it. But then he kind of went back on it. Let me see if I can find Ariel's thing.
I gotta say, man, I honestly never thought we would be in a world, or that I would have to raise my daughter in a world where coaching and guidance and being firm with your students is abuse. How do you teach your child that not to listen to the rest of the fucking soft ass society and understand that if people are not firm with you, you're not gonna learn. You're not gonna be better. You have to strive to be better. And in order to do that, you have to be willing to take some of that constructive criticism in a hard way. Like, what?
I can't find Ariel's tweet. How about that? Hold on a second.
What is happening, man? Like, that drives me nuts.
Hold
Maybe
on
it's
a
because
second.
I do have to raise a child in this world, but that drives me nuts.
Oh,
That
here we
is
go.
not abuse.
All right, here we go. Here's Ariel's. Is this the one I'm thinking of? Or what's Ariel got to say here? Actually, here's the question. David Castro coming in on Twitter. And what did
David Castro said, Ariel Helwani, how do you feel about Aspen Ladd's coach's demeanor and approach towards her? Felt like the was non-responsive and kind of shut down mentally. And he said there's a fine line between tough love and being too harsh. At first, it felt like the former. Obviously, he knows what she responds to best, but then it felt uncomfortable to watch. Too much. We didn't hear any technique being discussed or a game plan. Not ideal. Oh, my God.
There was game plan. What is he talking about?
God.
There was game plan. Like,
oh, my God.
He was actually telling her what to do.
Like, reading this shit. Like, I can't. No. These people have kids. Like, these people, Miesha Tate, Ariel Helwani, you guys have children. You're raising your children with this mentality that it's not okay to be constructively criticized and to make them better.
Here we go. Hold on.
Like,
listen to this.
Does it not concern you that you will be raising
You're kind of
soft
standing in
coddled
that
children?
Here we go. Here's the full thing.
All right, so you're kind of standing in that no man's land, okay? Lead with your backside, not your front side, okay? She's trying.
Lead with your backside, not with your front side. I mean, is that not like? Isn't he not telling her?
Trying to counter you with the right hand.
Counter you with the right hand. This is the first round.
And you commit.
Now he's giving her advice in the beginning. She's not receptive, so he had to get more. I mean,
those double jabs to close the distance. That's what the jabs are there for, to close the distance.
Start with the backside. Start looking for your runs, but start with the backside.
Ariel, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
And finish, okay? That'll get you in close enough to her legs, okay? To where you want to be anyway, okay?
Okay.
Now here's the second round.
She said, okay, calmly.
You're f***ing around, okay? You gotta fight. You're down 2-0 now. You gotta fight. You gotta change the pace, and it's gotta be quick. That doesn't mean careless, but you gotta pick up the pace. You're throwing one shot at a time, and she's just sitting there on the outside waiting to counter you. You gotta mix it up. You gotta throw more than one.
3, and then you have to bust. You have to be solid on those double jabs.
And look to come underneath. She's jabbing you to death.
Guys,
this is the second round.
Come underneath it. Shoot to a single. Create something. But you've got to come behind more than one.
Do you want me to play the whole thing? I mean, this is 3 minutes and 42 seconds of them actually cornering her well. Like,
he's speaking softly.
Now this is the second. That's the second round. So we know the second round's good. Okay, let's go to the third round.
Oh my God.
Dude, I'm like, I was shocked. Like shocked when people on the internet were saying
you know what
trying to back each other up with this fucking
narrative. It takes one person to say something. One person.
Dude, it's nuts.
And everyone's looking to get on someone's ass. It doesn't matter what it's for.
Right now it's frozen.
Oh my God.
I want to get to the third. Anyway, we're beating a dead horse. They can all go fuck themselves. All right. Anyway.
I hope.
I'm done with this.
That Miesha Tate
dies in horrible fire.
Understands in some fucking whatever bizarro world she lives in, she needs to yank herself right out. I have never seen something like this called abuse. Never.
It's nuts, man. It's nuts that people agree with this shit. All right, anyway, let's talk about, because we are very limited on time here. That's enough with the UFC here. Let's go over to Bellator real quickly.
Yeah, no kidding, drunk. Words are literally violence. All you have to do is say hi to someone, and apparently you're being an abusive person.
Wonderful.
Like, what the fuck?
Miesha is an annoying cunt, but man, she can get it. Hey, yo.
I tell you what, she's not that hot. She's not that hot, man, because, I mean, unless you put a sock in her mouth or something, I don't fucking know. Or a bag over her head. I have no idea, man.
Wonderful.
That guy is one of, if not the best coach in between rounds in MMA. Are you even surprised that woke-ass thin-skinned Ariel bitch-ass Helwani is offended by this? That's why I hate these entitled elitists.
To kind of play off of that, Chubbs, I saw Jay Garcia in the chat say, just the way it is these days, you got to be sensitive. No, you don't. That mentality right there is why everyone's so sensitive. They think that they just have to kind of bend to what everybody else thinks.
Well, it's a mob mentality.
You don't have to be sensitive.
If you think about it, one person is using, an approach that another person doesn't like, and it's not politically correct, the approach, right? It's not sensitive, And then the mob mentality of the fucking snowflakes. The snowflake mob just fucking travels back and forth like a bunch of fucking sheep following each other and just trying to burn people down. I don't get it. I don't
think that if they don't act sensitive as well, then they're gonna get crucified for it.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's all about them. Who gives a fuck? You don't have to be sensitive.
Wonderful,
You don't.
wonderful.
I got banned from our local Walgreens after having a discussion with a pharmacist say they thought I was threatening them fucking dicks. I have never threatened anybody in my life.
Yeah, Mike's like one of the sweetest guys out there, right? I know, it's crazy.
You know what got me with this whole sensitivity shit was when the whole vaccination, and I don't want to get into a vaccination conversation, but when it all happened, I went into the fucking hairdresser like a month ago, and there's a sign in the very front that says, employees are not allowed to discuss their vaccination status with their clients. That is the world we live in. You can't even ask if your fucking hairdresser is vaccinated because someone might get offended.
Yeah,
What?
well, I mean, listen, there's a lot of other examples that you can make as well. It's just nuts.
It's
crazy.
amazing. It's amazing.
That might not be the perfect
It drives
vaccination.
me nuts.
That might not be the best analogy because now you're going to drive down that vaccination road.
I just said I'm not entering that conversation.
You just open the door. They're going to kick it down.
Well, I don't have to abide by their...
So anyway, Bellator. Okay, this happened on Saturday night as well. This stole the show, really. Nemkov destroyed Anglicos. I mean, as the fight progressed, he just broke the man and took his sole submission in the 5th round. Nemkov is the real fucking deal. And if you pair this man up against a Corey Nipples Anderson, you got yourself a damn good fight. And what did Corey do? He runs through Ryan Bader and says he is the best light heavyweight around on the planet. We're going to find out when he fights Nemkov over there if he's the best in Bellator. But running his mouth on the interwebs, you know, he did beat Blachowicz once, then got smashed in a second fight. He did beat Glover Teixeira, and both of those guys are fighting, you know, to fight for this belt at the end of this month. So, you know, Corey Anderson can make arguments, but still we need more evidence. Looks great in Bellator, and to run over Bader like that, it's pretty impressive. Going against Nemkov, if he runs over Nemkov, well, now you really got something to talk about with Corey Anderson. Because Nemkov is a solid fighter, solid beast of a human being. It's great. But let's pump the brakes, Corey. I get it, man. And I think Scott Coker is very chubbed up because Corey looks great. You know, Corey was a decent UFC fighter, definitely a top 5 guy, I would say. Corey was up there, you know. I just felt like the big dance, Corey couldn't win those fights. You know, that's what I felt like. If it came to the fight that really meant it, I felt like he failed. Regardless of the fact, he did finish Johnny Walker, then runs into the Bellator cage and destroys people over there. Corey is, 32 years of age. He's still relatively young. So good on Corey Anderson, but let's pump the brakes here. I mean, I don't know. Saying you're going to beat Jan Blachowicz in the 3rd fight, yeah, of course I would like to see that. I don't know. You got finished in your last fight. Like,
Yeah, I can't see him beating Jan.
I mean, he did the first time 6 fucking years ago.
Yeah, I can't see him beating Jan.
This version of Jan Blachowicz is a whole different animal. Champion, yes. Whole different animal. So I think that's a pretty interesting topic to talk about as well. We can get into that more. Hold on a second. We got a donation from the Chubsy Wubsy.
A lion doesn't concern himself with the complaints of the sheep, and let's be honest, there's not a lot of lions left in this world, and there's a lot of fucking sheep.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I couldn't agree more.
You know what the problem is, too? There's a lot of people that think they're lions and don't even realize that they're a sheep.
Yeah.
There's
and
a lot
then
of those people.
there's an easy mix of both. There's people who can take charge and not be sensitive in certain situations, and they're extremely sensitive in others. You know, like, I'm not going to criticize anyone for the way that they think or feel or whatever, but I think as a society as a whole, like, we need to relax a little bit. Like, this is getting a little crazy.
Some of the people with the biggest mouths on the internet are the biggest sheep and don't even know it. They're completely delusional to the fact that they don't even realize that they are following. They just don't understand that they are following something, a bigger picture, an agenda, a narrative. The whole it's just fucking crazy, man. The world's crazy, but it's all good, man. Let's do a save. 170 watching. Make sure you smash the like button. We got 5 minutes on the clock, and this is how this works. Any donation that comes in within this 5 minutes, we extend the show. So $2 2 minutes, $5 5 minutes, $10 10 minutes, so on and so forth. Everything helps the show, keeps us alive over here. We got some big stuff coming this weekend with XMMA. We'd love to take your phone calls about the Conor situation, because I'm sure you guys are going to have some interesting things to say. Is Corey Anderson the fucking GOAT? Misha Tate just being a coont? Let's go, baby. Let's see if we got any saves over here.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Sunosi.
Thank God Dana is the pres of the UFC. The exception to the snowflake bullshit. More need to push against the grain or mob.
Yeah, I mean, Dana White is the right guy to have in place to just tune out all that BS. So I'm with you on that. Let's start the clock over here, and I'm going to add the 2 minutes. 2 minutes guaranteed. Thank you, Sunosi, for the donation. Completely wonderful, wonderful. Now, I want to get to the chat and see what you guys think in case we don't get the saves. I just want to get your thoughts in the chat, but it would be nice to get a save because I'd love to speak to the people. Let's see what they got going on there in the live chat.
Snow Chicken says, wonderful, wonderful, dat gur.
Wonderful,
Jan is better than Corey Anderson, says Drunk Savage. Amdo Karma says Mike Tyson just got admitted to the hospital for smoking too much weed. Jorge Masvidal says I'd reply Brewster, but I can't read, line my ass off. JG says Bills were ahead. Pole says wonderful, wonderful. Imagine if Colby wins, says Lance.
Hey, listen, I don't think he's going to win, but it's going to be fun to watch. Kendall is a member for 4 months. Look at that. Hell yeah, Kendall. By the way, Glove Touch and Kendall press passes for XMMA. I cannot wait to see the content you guys pull for that. And we'll play whatever you guys put together. And good luck and have fun. Have fun. I saw Glove Touch bought a microphone for the whole deal, so it should be a lot of fun. You want your little rattle? No? You don't want it? All right. So we got 2 minutes of extra show. We got Kendall as a Fukin member for 4 months. And how about that? Time flies when you're having fun over here. Right? Time flies. What belt does that make Kendall now? I don't even know. Was that green belt? She's upgraded to a green belt. Ellie! Get him! We got 16 to add to that, too. Wow, man. Yeah, Ellie's growing quickly, huh? Look at this. Look at this.
Wednesday I have an appointment with a new client near Crenshaw Mall in South LA. Looks like a NBA player building lofts.
Wow.
Hopefully I get the job.
Hey, Roberto. Good. Yo, Roberto's got like one of the coolest jobs. This dude's doing like contractor work for like these high-end people, companies, the whole day. That's cool, man. Good on you. Thank you, Roberto. Roberto extending the show. Now it's 18 minutes, baby. 18 minutes of extra show. We're going to be getting some phone lines. Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate that. Mikey! That's 20 minutes. Let's go, baby. Let's go deep.
Moss, I need a hug, lol.
All right, hold on a second. I got you, buddy. I got you, man. Listen. You know what? You're a great human being. What the? That was dark and scary. You're a great human being, Mr. Mike H. Bring it in.
That's how you hug? It's kind of creepy.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You know, I just feel so special.
Yo, Jeremiah! Here we go, ready?
I've got a special face.
11.
Attention is short, bust to outer space, mine in a special place. GSP abducted me, I'm from an alien race. Special face. Special face. Special face.
Nice. Jeremiah, thank you.
Mad love to all the OGs and all in the chat. Save the show.
Thank you, Jeremiah, and mad love to you as well. And he is, in fact, Jeremiah's been around for years now, right? How many years is Jeremiah? I remember his first avatar.
Around for a while, yeah.
Remember he had like a fedora hat or something like that? I remember that was like his first avatar back in the day. Jeremiah, thank you for the 11. 31 Fukin minutes. Do we got any more saves coming out? Let's see.
Thank you. Jason
Hedelson has been a member for...
Has become a member.
8 months, baby. Yeah.
Oh, why did you say become a member on the screen? Been a member on...
Because, so, see, on our thing, it says has become... It's a Streamlabs problem.
Oh, that's weird.
But I'm on top of it.
That.
Yeah, on the... you got to look on our little thing over there. See that? You got to look on that. Thank you very much for being a member. We have 17 seconds left. We're going to get any more saves here. We got another one coming in.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kainoto.
At first they said it was 100% effective, then 99%, then 85%, then 80%, then 78%, then 75%, then 70%, then 68%, and now it dropped to about 40%. I think tough love works 100% of the time. What did you think I was talking about?
Kainoto, we don't need to hear about the decline of your penis, okay? Let's move on.
Hey, I want to ask you guys, what time is it?
That's 29 minutes. Yes.
Hey, I want to ask you guys,
what time is it?
Hey, I want to ask you guys, what time is it?
Save the show.
Wow, look at that. Thank you so much for the big one, Roberto. Yo, drop the Hearns in the chat. The Hearns dropping a $29 Habib time.
Wonderful,
We're going deep. We're taking some phone calls tonight. We're taking some fucking phone calls tonight. Let's go, baby. We got a couple that came in after the buzzer, and we're going to play them up. Let's add those to the clock. Here we go. Let's see.
Super
Jason Heddleson with the 5.
Save brothers.
All right, 67 minutes. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hell yeah, Jason. Let's do it. Let's see what else we got over here.
Can you give us your best Valley Girl accent?
Get it, Ariel.
Oh my God.
Oh, look at Ariel go.
My God.
He's back slapping that Vox ass.
My God. Really?
Come on, Ariel.
Look at that butt.
The best ass slapper in the game. Ariel Helwani, look at him go. Look at Ariel. Shout out to Chubbs.
Fuck Ariel Helwani.
Did I add that 7? Hold on a second. I put 67 minutes. Fuck it. We'll add the 7 today. I don't even know anymore. All right, 74 minutes. Let's do that. Okay. We'll just go with that. We have one more donation that slipped through the cracks. Then we'll take a break. We'll take some phone calls, and we'll charge into the stories with you guys.
Super chat.
We got the Press Pass Kendall.
Gold medal.
That is 79 minutes. 79 minutes added to the Fukin Show. Wonderful, wonderful. We got it on the clock. Big thank you. Thank you so much to everyone that keeps the show alive with those donations. Big thank you to everyone that hit that Fukin like button. And thank you to all the subscribers for coming in every single show. Thank you to the sponsors. We'll be right back to take phone calls. Ellie, you ready for phone calls? All right, we'll see you in a sec.
My name is Mystic. What's your name, and how can I help you?
No, this is Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Allheart, a.k.a. Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Silver Carl.
How's it going, Silver Carl?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, my name's Casper, and I'm a ghost.
Sean, how are you tonight?
Which one's having?
Yo, drunk, what's up?
Yeah, this is DVSB. I have an acoustic problem. Okay, well, this is a real gamer. Man, your voice sounds a lot faggier on the phone.
Hey, it's MJ, the artist formerly known as Kevin Lee. How you doing?
Hey, my name's Dan. I got a question.
Yo, Sanosi.
What's up, Snowy?
What's up, you guys? It's Justin James. Hey, guys, it's Kevin from Denver. How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hello, Mustafa.
832, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, Miss Pulse?
What's up, Pulse?
Hey, Pulse.
Clock. Hey, it's good luck.
Alexander.
What am I, chopped liver?
We're celebrating.
Ole.
Yeah, baby.
617, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Michael Antimo from Boston.
No way! Michael Anzalone, you just gave me butterflies when I heard your voice.
Michael, welcome to the show.
Huh?
It's the knitter.
Hello, guys. How you doing? Hi, Jesse.
Hit the like button, you folks. This is the double champ. Yeah, I want to talk to you. I'm not big on talking about fighters that much, but Hey, this is Jeremiah.
Hey, it's Kevin from Chicago.
Nothing. Gotta talk about these fights real quick. It's my kill.
Jesus Christ. I'm over here trying to stay awake and shit. Jesus. Oh my God.
Yeah, it wasn't doing it for you, huh?
Like, no one cares, Justin. Who the fuck he talking about? Brooklyn Dodgers? Who the fuck them? I don't give a shit about them.
Yeah, he thought the Brooklyn Dodgers should be the ring girl of the year. All right,
that horse.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, he has stuff to talk about. He's making fun of Justin first. Don't hang up on him.
Hey.
Anything else?
Stay white.
Okay, I appreciate that.
All right, stay white. All right, here we go, friends. Let's do this. Let's take some phone calls. We have the clock rolling. We got a lot of things to talk about. Is Corey Anderson the best light heavyweight around in the world? Conor McGregor with the attacks. Going crazy. Beating up Italian DJs. Vatican baptisms. We have the controversy with Aspen Ladd's coach to talk about. And anything else that happened that weekend. We have XMMA coming up. That's wonderful, wonderful. We'll talk about that. We got a super chat. The $10 from the taco.
This super chat hurt my feels. Crying cat face.
Well, I'm sorry. I'll just put an apology out, maybe on Instagram or something. I'm sorry, Taco Slurpee. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. A lot of people are hurt, and we're not here to hurt feelings. We're here to have fun. Okay, we got Conor in the background. He just came straight from Italy. We got Ariel chomping over there. We'll have Ellie and Jesse back on the show. And let's open up some phone lines because I got to hear from the fucking people today. I got to hear from my peoples. So let's open up the Google Voice. Googly. Noise. And get it popping. Corey Anderson isn't even a champion. Not yet. Yeah, he's still got to get past Nemkov. Right? I feel like this is a little premature. Now, if you smoke Nemkov in the first round super quick, well then, yeah. Okay, let's start the conversation. But you just beat Ryan Bader. He's been run through. One of the guys that ran through him was Nemkov. And I'm not trying to say that Ryan Bader's a can or anything. I think Ryan Bader's a legit fighter. But is he, you put him back on the UFC roster? Is he winning a belt? I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna say nada, no belt for Ryan Bader in UFC. Although he was pretty convinced that he was going to be able to get a belt. All right, here we go. 516-522-0267. Let's do this. Happy Monday to everyone. Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful start to their week. And of course you are. We're in the MMA-Holes hour. Of course you're having a great time. All right, we're going to wait for some calls to get in here. I see phone calls coming through. I guess you guys are tangled up, so just keep on calling. And something will get through. Let's do this. I see numbers. I see London. I see France. Okay. There we go.
Call from Beyond Infinity, Dynamic Coaching Life and Profit.
Beyond Infinity Life and Coaching Dynamic Workshop. Merry Christmas. Happy Halloween. Happy Hanukkah. Welcome to the show.
Last week, it was best for last. This week, I kicked the motherfucker off.
You sure do. You sure do. How's it going? Toddler voice Brandon.
Brody. Yeah, what JBA said. Moss, I've been calling in a lot more as of late, and you still can't remember my name.
No, I can't, man. Listen, I mean, Let's Go Brandon's a big thing. Maybe I'm thinking about Joe Biden, when you call.
Yeah, Joe Biden's an idiot. Anyways. Corey Anderson.
Yeah.
I need to blast a little bit. Okay, Blachowicz literally knocked him out last deal.
Yes. That's true.
Blachowicz is the best light heavyweight until John Jones goes back down, if he ever does.
Okay, so you're saying right now, where we stand, do you think Blachowicz is better than Nemkov?
Yes.
Okay. Had to ask.
I don't think Nemkov. I think Blachowicz runs through him in one round.
You think Blachowicz runs through Nemkov in one round?
Let's look at who Nemkov's beaten, okay?
Yeah.
He beat Ryan Badel, who in the World Daniel Cormier is the easiest fight apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He beat Phil Davis, who's a loser as well. Yes, he beat Gustafsson. That's his best win for Davis, at least.
Yeah, Phil Davis is still a tough, he's still a tough competitor.
Yeah, but no one cares about him.
Okay.
And then he beat the other guy who he just fought. I forgot his name already because he sucks.
Liam McGarry is one guy that was. Well, I mean, listen, that guy's not top tier, but he was a champ in Bellator. He took him out. He defeated him with the leg kicks.
Who?
Liam McGarry. You don't know who that is?
I don't watch old man fighting. Anyways.
Man. Well, you do realize how old is Blachowicz?
You know what I mean. I mean, like, Bellator's like for older people.
What do you mean older people watch Bellator is what you're saying?
No, you're young and sexy. Don't ever say that.
Oh, listen, I watch Bellator just because. I got to be honest, if we didn't do the show, I don't know how much Bellator I'd really watch, to be honest.
Like, there's only two people I wait. There's only like three. No, who am I kidding? There's only like two people I care about in Bellator. That's MVP and AJ McKee. That's it.
AJ McKee and MVP. Okay, fair enough. I mean, listen, AJ McKee is the real deal. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, he's the real deal.
Yeah.
He makes young people watch it. Yeah.
How do you feel about Pitbull giving up his championship, the lightweight championship?
I think Pitbull's turned into a little homosexual, to be honest. No, I think I don't know what's going on with Pitbull. He's giving up his title so his brother can fight for it, which is like, it's commendable and fucking weird at the same time. I think, or he's running from AJ McKee out of fear of losing both belts to the guy. That's what it comes more.
Well, here's what's crazy.
Yeah.
His brother's on 2-5 losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he doing a talk show?
Well, it's because Bellator. Bellator makes these things happen, you know?
Bellator is retarded, and Scott Coker needs, that's his name, right?
Not Scott Toker, Scott Coker.
So I said, asshole.
Scott Toker would be some sort of marijuana smoker. Is that what you smoke?
No.
Oh.
Anyways,
are you straight edge? Do you dabble in any drugs?
I'm 18, remember?
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't be doing drugs regardless, but I want to make sure that you're not doing drugs, okay? You staying away from the bad people in class?
I'm not John Jones. I think I'll be fine.
Okay, you're not smacking any women. Are you beating up Italian DJs?
I'm not doing that, but if I did, it wouldn't matter because Conor McGregor was amazing. No matter what.
Conor McGregor's an Asian?
Amazing.
Amazing. Oh, okay. I agree with that. Okay. All right. So what else we got?
I don't care what anyone says. Conor McGregor will forever be the king of UFC, and they owe him everything.
Okay. I didn't hear the last part, but I heard something about the king of the UFC, and then the last part we kind of fell apart.
I said UFC owes him a lot.
They owe him a lot. They do. They should get on their knees and beg him.
Yeah, especially to beat Nate Diaz and Dustin Poirier.
That's
if
right.
It wasn't for him, those two would be a bunch of losers.
You're 100% right. I couldn't agree more. Go ahead.
Okay, anyways. Who got Vittorio Costa?
Who do I got? Vittorio. I went with Costa in the first, my first pick, and like the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I wonder if Vittorio's gonna kind of just grind him to a decision. And I'm still gonna go with Costa. I don't know. I'm kind of going with a casual approach to it, but I'm gonna go with Costa.
I have a feeling he's gonna knock out Marvin in the first round.
What? What you saying? Knockout in the first round? Marvin's never been knocked out, has he?
No, but look at Kevin Holland. I love Kevin Holland, but Costa has a little bit more power than Kevin Holland.
Wow.
And Kevin Holland was able to do decent on the feet with Marvin.
You're saying Vittoria's getting... I mean, listen, Paulo Costa is a scary human being. My fear is... I mean, I don't know what we're going to see after that last fight against Izzy. And when was the last time he fought? Let's see. Hold on, let me go back. Let me check it out here. When was the last time Costa... what was the date on his last fight?
It was last year.
It was a year ago.
October, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a year ago. So, knockout. I don't know if he's going to knock him out. I think it's going to be a war. I think it's going to be a war.
Do you want to see a 5-on fight with Marvin Vittoria again?
It depends. It depends. I just think Izzy's just so far ahead of everyone that Vittori, whatever. But I think Costa can make it interesting. I don't know. Who cares? Honestly, I don't give a shit because we'll be reacting to XMMA. We'll have XMMA on this channel. But I'm going to pick Costa. I might be casually doing it, but I'm picking Costa.
Well, so am I. So.
Oh, you're picking? Oh, yeah. You're picking him by knockout. Yes. Okay. So we're on the same boat there. That's good. Let's know in the chat.
Yeah.
Who do you have, Costa or Vittori? Yeah, I'm fearful the fight's going to suck. I do have a fear, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
What is that, a vibrator? What you got in the background there? What's that?
No, it's people calling me on this app I have.
Someone's calling you on an app?
Yeah.
Okay, and who is calling you? Is it a friend? Is it a lady, a young lady?
Trolls.
Trolls?
Goals.
Wait, try that one more time.
Dumbass. Goals.
Goals. What?
Females.
Oh, girls.
Girls?
I didn't get girls out of that. I heard goals. So you got the goalie goals?
Goal? You know something you want? Yeah, okay.
So girls.
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of girls are calling you up here?
Mexican.
Mexican. The best. Hey, listen. They're very good cooks. Mexican women.
Those Mexican girls.
They are. And yeah, Jesse's got a little Mexican in her, a mom, the whole deal. It's I like the Mexican ladies. That's good for you. What kind of app is this? Grinder?
Let's just say it's not very appropriate. Anyways.
Wait, hold on a second. What do you mean it's not appropriate? You're 18 years old. Okay, hold on a second. He's 18.
It's Ashley Madison.
Ashley, are you on? Oh my God, are you on Ashley Madison?
No.
Okay, that would have been great.
Well, it's not appropriate, so it must not be
He's
something you
18
should be doing.
He's slinging dick with like 40-year-old cougars that are married. That would be, Brody. Are you really 18? By the way, you sound younger than 18.
Yeah, I think it's like 12.
I don't think it's 12.
I'm 18. I promise you.
Okay, what grade are you in?
12th grade. I'm graduating actually in June.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's got that written down, those answers, Jesse. Anyway, so you're not on Ashley Madison. We got to figure out. We have an hour and 7 minutes, and we have plenty of time to take calls.
Christian Mingle.
Are you on J-Date?
No.
Yeah, it's funny,
No?
right?
Okay. Well, I don't know these apps. Tinder is the one that everyone's on, right?
No.
Do you swipe left?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to be honest?
Yes.
Swipe white.
Okay.
Be honest.
It's not actually inappropriate. I just make it inappropriate.
Okay, so you're very raunchy on this app, you're saying, with the Mexican women.
Are you sending pics of your dick? Is that what you're doing?
You sending toddler voice Brody pics?
Yes.
Are you really?
Are they sending pics back?
No, but they enjoy it.
They enjoy it, okay.
Brody?
Brody, you working with a big hog? Is that what's
Brody.
happening here?
Brody, I gotta say, as a female, stop sending pictures of yourself if they're not sending any in return. Just stop.
Yeah, it could be a guy.
Wait,
Stop.
you guys do it's a FaceTiming app.
Oh, wait,
But
hold on
are
a
they
second.
showing you anything in return?
No, but they like what they
So
see.
stop.
Wait,
I'm
hold on a
telling
second.
you, man, don't
Wait,
do
now,
it.
now I'm trying to figure this out. So it's a like a FaceTime type app that you're on, but they don't have their camera on, you're saying?
No, they can see me. I can see them.
Oh, you could see them. Okay.
But
And
they're not giving you anything?
now you're like, take a look at this. And what do? You put the camera down and you show your weenus? What's going on? What's happening here? So you're just like, yo, what do you say to these Mexican women? Do they speak good English, or is it like
goodness,
broken
Brody.
English Mexican women? What are we talking about?
In the middle.
Okay.
Brody.
It's even better.
Brody. Even Ellie's telling you, Brody. I promise you that showing yourself, if they're not doing it back, is not a good idea. I promise. Because if she's interested, she will give you something in return. If she's not giving you anything, you don't want to give them anything of yours. I promise
Jesse
you.
doesn't know what she's talking about. Show
Please
the dick. Anyway,
stop.
Let me give you advice. Don't listen to it. What does she know? She's never been on these.
protecting
I've been
him.
on many Mexican.
Stop it, Brody. Stop it.
So what are these Mexican women from? Are they looking for like green cards or something? Like what's going? Are they in America?
Last time I checked, this is an MMA show, so let's keep it that way.
Okay.
Anyways,
So these are foreign women. These are foreign women that you're talking to, correct?
Yes. I'm gonna call you Chris at the end because I know it's funny. Yes, Chris.
Okay, thank you. But now we're good friends now. You can call me by my first name. So you go on this this app, right? There are women that are from different countries, various countries over here, and they want what nationality are you?
They want Brody pics, and they don't want to give anything in return.
Mexicans love dick pics. What nationality are you?
I'm part German, part Mexican, part Irish, and all American.
Part German, Mexican, Irish, and part American.
No, Mas, Irish.
Irish. Oh, you're Irish as well. Yes. Okay, that's a good mix. So what happens on these calls? So you start off the call. Is it just like cordial? How's your day? What's your name? Want to see my dick? Like, how does this work?
They open the conversation fully with me.
Okay.
No, Brody, stop it. Stop. You're a victim, Brody. Stop it. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man. Is the dog licking peanut butter off your nuts right now? What's going on? All right. Let's move on. Brody. Okay, what else? Do we have anything? Do your parents know about this or no? I mean, he's 18 years old. If he's
oh, my God. My dog's going crazy.
Yes.
My dog's going crazy.
Your dog, are you showing your dick right now to your dog? Is it like, oh, my God, that's such a big dick. Woof. Woof, woof, woof.
No,
okay.
Tell him to stop.
Okay, Brody, we got to get out of this conversation. Talk to me about MMA now. Shut that dog up and let's talk about it. Have you ever run across a transgender on this app?
Okay, can you please stop? Let's stop on MMA, please.
Can you sing Who Lets the Dogs Out? Can you give me just one quick line of that?
Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof, woof.
Why didn't you give him an echo on that?
I was waiting for the dog to do it. Can we time it with the dog barking, please? Okay, ready?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, can you sing that again, but we need the dog to do the barking part?
No, I can't make the dog bark.
Sure you can.
Well, let's try to. I mean, you almost timed it perfectly.
Whip it out, Brody. Whip it out and the dog will bark.
Okay, anyway, I'm stuck with. All right, I got to move on. All right, give me some more MMA stuff.
Hi.
Okay.
Do you chop these Mexicans up and do you fly them to America and chop them up and eat them or something?
Anyways, okay, so Conor McGregor's amazing. Okay.
What do you do? What do you do with the Mexican ladies? So have you ever met any of these Mexican women?
Of course he hasn't.
Okay.
How do we know?
Conor McGregor. Okay.
What do you mean?
You've got to be kidding me.
Okay.
What?
They're asking for pictures of him and they're not giving him anything in return. And you think he's met them?
He might.
Get
How do you
out
know?
of here.
Can I have a conversation with Brody for God's sakes? We're having a boys' conversation. All right. Anyway, back to Conor McGregor. Go ahead.
He's sexy. Anyways, I love Conor McGregor. So do you, my Moss.
Have you beat off to Conor McGregor before?
No, you would fuck.
Okay.
Well, that is not appropriate, Brody. That is not appropriate to call the mystical one that.
It's all right. He could
It's
say
not
whatever
all right,
he'd like.
Moss.
Okay, let's get back into it.
You've probably called me that many times. Let's be real.
No, I haven't. I respect the mystical king.
That's right. I hit her. Anyway, I treat her like Aspen Ladd's coach. All right, you have anything else besides Conor McGregor?
You can take John Jones. This is such a good.
Okay, so the problem is he's trying to be funny now. We don't want funny Brody. We just want to find out about his
There's only a few
escapades.
funny guys, Brody.
Although I do want to find out. Maybe we have to find out what the hell is going on. What app?
I
is
urge you to
he
stop,
on?
Brody. I urge you. Stop it.
What is he on?
Call from
Hillary level.
Hey.
Pulse, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, man.
What's up, Pulse? I haven't talked to you in so long.
I know, it's been a while.
I miss you, Pulse. It makes me want to cry. Oh, Pulse.
What's going on?
Oh, Pulse. I've talked to Cliff. I've talked to Kevin. I've talked to Brody. And I haven't even talked to Drunk Savage in a while. But Pulse. Oh, Pulse. Where have you been? My heart aches to hear.
Jesse, this is not Brett Okamoto. This is Pulse, for God's sakes. Calm down.
Come on, you're ruining my bit, Moss.
Okay, go ahead, Pulse. What's going on, man?
She could win a daytime Emmy with acting like that.
Oh, she is a good actress. She is. She pretends she loves me.
I belong in Hollywood.
All righty. What do we got, Pulse? What's going on?
Yeah, so your boy, it's like, can he even go out in public without getting into conflict?
No, the answer is no. He has a beautiful baptism. Vatican goes all out for this thing and then punches an Italian DJ. So yeah, the answer is no.
I heard a rumor that he even slapped up the preacher that christened his son.
Yes, and the Pope. He fucking dragged the Pope out of his tower and beat the shit out of him on the streets.
What do you think that the professional prognosticators in Las Vegas would say is the over-under that this year will finish without Conor slapping somebody else?
I don't know, but that should be on that Polymarket website. That should, honestly, someone needs to put that on there immediately.
I think you should do a poll in the chat. Drop a poll on what are the odds that we make it to 2022 without Conor McGregor accosting somebody.
We know the answer. He's gonna crack someone else. You know, this time he got his hands on someone. Last time we got off with no payoff. We were like, why couldn't he get his hands on Machine Gun Kelly? That would have been great. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to get that. But I think you're onto something. Yeah.
I think that was rigged with Machine Gun Kelly because it's like it was no conclusion. Whatever came of that, what was that about?
I don't know. It was blue balls. Like all I wanted to. As soon as I found out he went after Machine Gun Kelly, I was waiting to find the video of him cracking him, and he didn't. So we lost. We all lose on that one.
I mean, how do they even know each other? That's what I'm wondering. But
well, Machine Gun Kelly's a huge UFC fan. He's at all the events, or most of the big events. I don't know if he's going anymore, but he's a big fan.
Okay, I just had one question that had been on my mind. I can't figure out the name of this song. It was very popular in the early 2000s. They played it at a bunch of sporting events, and in the main event of the last Fight Night card, the girl Dumont walked out to it. Do you know what I'm talking about? I can hum it for you real quick. You may know what I'm talking about.
Is it like
this is it.
Chumbawamba?
Let's hear him hum it.
Okay, go ahead.
It's dun 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 hey dun 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 hey.
I know the song. What's the name of the song?
What is the name of it? Can anybody tell me the name of it? I'm trying to find it.
I know that song.
Is that what you? I remember. Yeah, when I used to go to the Ranger games, they played it all the time.
Son of a bitch. What's that song?
I don't know. I don't know the name, but I know Jock Jams. They're saying Brett Baratheon said Jock. That sounds about right. Yeah, that's probably right.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. Jock Jams.
Man, that's such a classic. That one.
Yes. Okay. Is that it? is that all you got?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Have a great show.
You too. You too. You have a great show too. All right. All right. Let's get to some donations over here. Look at that. We'll have some more phone calls in a sec. Here's Joe Biden. Here is the president. Oh my gosh.
I will add speech impairment aid to my stimulus package, Brody.
I don't think we had like one actual MMA conversation tonight. That's okay. It's their calls. They paid for it. Let them talk about whatever they want.
Oh, man.
Wonderful.
Gotta get Kevin from Chicago to call in.
What a world. Nobody just meets people anymore. It like ordering food off the phone. The younger generation is fucked. Terrifying for our kids.
I know,
Conor
man.
is the man. People just look for a payday. Colby is king. Snoozman sucks.
Well, in fairness, Baratheon, I did meet Moss online. You know, so like I think it's perfectly acceptable to meet your significant other online, but within reason, right?
Yeah,
like,
but we didn't like
not
purposely
sending your dick to random women that you've never met before from some weird ass dating site.
But we met because we were working together. Like we actually were kind of
working
working
I'm
together.
trying to say like
We
it's
didn't
still
just meet on a dating
possible
app.
to meet online within. That's what I mean within reason. Like
It's scary, man. Look what happened to Carrie.
yeah, I know that. I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many predators online. You know, you got Brody. You got to be fucking careful. But I think Brody's the predator,
like,
to be honest.
Like in all seriousness, like all joking aside,
I think
Brody,
he's chopping
I
up
really
Mexicans.
don't think it's a good idea for you to be doing that. But listen, I'm not going to control you or whatever. I'm just saying, like personally, if they're not doing anything in return, they're just asking for these things from you. Like,
Oh, maybe he's on
it's
Omegle.
not really a smart idea.
Maybe that's what he's talking about. He might be on Omegle.
Are you kidding me?
No, he might be on Omegle. Think about it. He might be on Omegle and then puts in a certain demographic. Like you could put in a certain tag, and he's putting like
Moss,
Mexican
I cannot possibly
women.
understand why you would do that without getting anything in return. He's not
Maybe
getting
Brody-
paid for it. He's not getting any pictures from other women.
That's what he likes to do. I mean, I don't give a fuck about that. Who gives a shit? As long as he's not chopping him up. You know?
Wonderful.
That's probably what he's on. He's probably on Omegle. That makes sense now.
I don't think they are asking for anything. I think he is just whipping his bleeped out in the middle of a random conversation on a dating app because they said hello and he thought that was flirting. Dude going to be in jail soon.
He's like, nice weather today. And his cock just fucking hits the table.
I don't know. I feel like we have to protect him in some weird way.
No, he's fine. He's 18.
Really
he can make his own decisions. It's not like he's a fucking 12-year-old. He's 18 years old. He can make a decision. We'll do whatever the hell makes you fucking happy. I mean, I don't know. Just don't fucking hurt anybody. Don't punch any Italian DJs because that's when you cross the line. All right, here we go. 516-522-0267. Here, look at the thumbnail. Basically, these are the stories over here. There are plenty more. We spoke about Aspen Ladd as well. You pumped up about XMMA's event on our channel this Saturday night. Conor McGregor beating up DJs. Corey Anderson, is he the GOAT of the light heavyweights?
Call from
Bill.
Oh, he got through. Bill's here.
What's up?
How you doing, Bill? You did it. You made it.
Hey, what's up, Ellie?
Ellie?
Hey, Ellie.
She's pumped. She's pumped that you're calling.
Let's get right down to it. Your boy Will Harris.
Why did I know that you were going to call about Will Harris? All right, go ahead. What do you got?
This dude, he's on the Joe Rogan Experience. I'm hearing the big time echo.
You hearing an echo?
Yeah, I'm hearing my voice.
Hold on a second. Let's see if we can fix that. Hold on. We might be able to fix that for you. Let's see. Are we coming in clear or no?
Yeah, I hear you clear.
Okay. No, you don't hear us at all. All right, let's see. Is it the baby? Hold on a second. All right, how about now? Is it any better or no?
Let's see. You know, I'm good.
Okay.
I don't hear myself.
Yeah, it's a Google glitch. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
So, Will Harris. You know, this dude, he's like one of the biggest, I don't know what you call him, videographer, journalist type character.
He's a documentarian.
A documentarian. He's a pretty big voice in the MMA sphere. Like, he's got a pretty large pool. He's cool with all the fighters. And this dude's on there saying Corey Anderson is the best light heavyweight in the world, and he's better than Jan Blachowicz. This dude is just straight delusional, and I hear people echoing the same thought. Corey Anderson got knocked stiff, left UFC, went to Bellator, and he beat a 45-year-old Melvin Mendes. Then he beat some Turkestan dude who just lost his recent fight. He was on that undercard to Carl Albertson. That was his other one. And then his third one was Ryan Bader, who was coming off a knockout loss. He got head kicked upside his head. He lost. Those are his 3 wins, and now all of a sudden he's going to be he's the best light heavyweight in the world. It's just ridiculous. More disrespect to the real champ, Jan Blachowicz. Absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. What's your thoughts on that?
All right. So I would have to go with Jan Blachowicz, especially with the latter part of their fights. Jan buried him, right? Corey Anderson, when he was in the UFC, he had a lot of potential. He's only 32 years old. So, I mean, if you think about it, Jan's what? Is Jan 40 yet or is he 39? I don't even know if he's 40 yet. He's around 40. So if you think about it, Corey Anderson has plenty of time to get to Jan's level. I think right now, though, still Jan has his number. So I would go with Jan Blachowicz. And you have to remember, Will Harris, who we're friendly with, I think Will Harris is, we could say that we are pals. We're how would you say this? Colleagues, maybe? I don't know.
Acquaintances.
I tell you what, no, we actually get along pretty well, me and Will. So we fight on the internet a little bit too.
Oh, he's like best buds.
We fight. No, we're not best buds.
Yeah, of course,
Let's put your mic on. How about that?
They're like brothers.
But no, I like Will. I do. I think he does great work. But we do. We go back and forth online. You have to remember, Will Harris covers. He's done a documentary on Corey Anderson. He's flown to different countries with Ali Abdelaziz, and Ali got him in with Habib, so he's very protective over them. When it comes to Will Harris, he is knowledgeable, and he's in the trenches with these fighters, but he is very biased. You know, and whether he admits it or not, it's the truth. And if I was probably hanging out with these fighters as much as he was, I'd probably be very biased as well. So, you know, you got to cut him a little slack. The guy's, he's a fan of Corey Anderson. He believes he could beat Blachowicz, and we move on.
You know what else is funny? I saw some of his other tweets. He was talking about John Jones. Oh, they're bringing up John Jones. Why are they bringing up Conor McGregor? They weren't talking about Conor McGregor and his incidents and everything he's done. Like, there's not multiple articles today about Conor McGregor. But you can see the angle he's going. Oh, you're talking about John Jones. Why don't you talk about Conor McGregor? It's just too predictable. With the Walt Harris clowns. But this whole trilogy thing.
Yeah.
Like, is this what we're going to do? Is everybody who's got to win against former champs, or they got to go and redeem themselves to revenge them? Like, look at Charles Oliveira. Should he fight Jim Miller again? They're 1-1. They got one submission apiece. Maybe
Run
they should
it back.
rematch to see who's the true best lightweight. Or what do you think he say about Stipe Miocic? You think he would say that? Oh, they're 1-1. We don't know. Is Stipe the true best heavyweight? It's just more bullshit from these clowns like Walt Harris and the rest of them.
Well, Corey Anderson threw it out there. Corey Anderson has a following, and there are a group of people out there that want Bellator to succeed, to stick it to the UFC. So Corey's got a rooting section, and he utilized it by getting on mic and throwing it out there. So, I mean, I don't kill Corey for doing it, and people follow him. They follow. It is what it is, you know?
Scott Coker, this is the problem. He's always in the shadow of Dana White in the UFC. Even if it was in Strikeforce or now it's Bellator. He was always in the shadow. He's always trying to catch up and prove himself or look for validation. You just do your own thing, man. After every championship fight, you don't get to say, oh, this is the true best fighter in the world. It just looks pathetic.
Yeah, but hold on a second. It's the media asking him the question to lead him there. It's not like Coker gets on the mic and be like, we're better than the UFC. It's the media dragging that out of him. And what is he going to say? Nah, the UFC's better. Like, what is Scott going to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like with Dana White with the boxing. You know, like when they bring up boxing, it's not like Dana White. Now Dana White's bringing up boxing because the media's going over and over and over again with it. But if they didn't, Dana wouldn't say shit. It's the media. It's not Scott Coker.
No, he knows what he's doing. He's playing right into it. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah, he knows what he's doing, but he's not bringing it up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he is. He could say this is the world championship level fight. This is the world title fight. He's going to say, oh, this is the real best fighter because he's playing into their hands. He's trying to compete with the UFC and do this thing.
If the media,
pathetic.
If you're Scott Coker, what would you do? If the media asks you this question, you're just going to completely ignore the UFC? Or are you going to say, no, my guys can compete with those guys. If not, they're better. What would you say?
He said, we're doing our thing over here. They're doing their thing over there. We're not looking to prove anybody or this and that. It's two separate organizations.
That doesn't get headlines, though. It's boring.
It just looks pathetic because they're never going to compete with the UFC. That's just a fact. So every time you do that, it just looks pathetic. It's a sign of weakness, trying to validate yourself. That's what that is. Trying to prove yourself.
If they can keep a guy like AJ McKee on their roster, which they probably can't, he'll probably wind up going over to the UFC. But if they can keep a guy like AJ McKee and they start growing some of these younger fighters, it's not impossible that they can compete. It's not a complete impossibility, but it's going to take a very long time. And honestly, I don't see it under Scott's reign. Could Bellator eventually be something that's competitive? Yes, but not in my lifetime. It's going to take a while.
Well, I think one thing we can all agree on is we all think we should thank Jan Blachowicz for sending Corey out of the UFC and ridding this clown. This dude is just an absolute clown. There's level to this. There's level. This dude is just an absolute clown. Seeing all the tweets of him flatlining Corey Anderson, Corey the Cornball Anderson. That's his new nickname. It was a joy to see because this dude is just an absolute clown. Beating 45-year-old Manhoef, beating some dude Turkestan, and then beating 38-year-old Bader coming off a knockout loss, claiming you're the best light heavyweight. Absolute bozo shit, and that's a fact.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin. That was beautiful. That was very poetic. So this is what Corey Anderson posted about Jan Blachowicz, and this was after their first fight, and it was a war, went the distance. Corey got the nod. This is like 6 years ago, right? And then what happens? Blachowicz gets the rematch and just buries Anderson, right? So Kevin, if he was able to articulate himself in a more polite way, it might be able to, come across as more palatable. But in this situation here, he's not necessarily wrong. I think that Blachowicz would win in the third fight. I would actually even be interested in seeing a third fight. But here's the deal. It's not going to happen. One's in the UFC. The other's in Bellator. Bellator is willing to cross over to the UFC to fight. UFC has no interest in it. And we should leave it at that. If you're really not liking Corey Anderson, right? If you're not interested in what he's saying about Blachowicz, if you're getting pissed off about this, then you ignore it. That's the best thing to do, is just completely ignore it. When people are talking about it, don't give them any play. Just let it go, because you know in your heart of hearts that Blachowicz would smoke him. But you're playing right into it. They want you to talk. They want you to talk about it. So let me know in the chat who you think would win the third fight. I mean, Corey Anderson looks pretty good. You have to at least acknowledge the fact that Corey Anderson in Bellator hasn't lost, and now he's going to fight for a belt. In fact, he was even talking about fighting Bader for that heavyweight belt, which he could easily win. He's probably going to be a double champ. I mean, the thing is, Nemkov is no layup. He's no layup. Nemkov is a real tough dude. Nemkov's a guy I like to see in the UFC. He's good. It's a great fight. Bellator, one thing, and look at the look on Scott Coker's face. Like, Kevin is saying he's doing the wrong thing. This is not the face of a man that thinks he's doing the wrong thing. Scott Coker knows exactly what he is doing. He's doing the right thing, and this fight here is fantastic. And he's got this shit-eating smirk on his face, Scott Coker. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. He knows that, yes, Bellator is second fiddle, but we are putting together some really interesting fights, and we're planting the seed in people's brains saying, hey, maybe the UFC shouldn't have gotten rid of Corey Anderson. Scott Coker is not stupid. Look what he did with Strikeforce. Strikeforce was a pretty good product. In fact, back in the day, I liked Strikeforce better than the fucking UFC. And look at all those guys at Strikeforce that went over to the UFC, became champions, like legit fighters from Strikeforce. He's going to build that in the Bellator. Will it overthrow UFC? No. But we'll be talking. The company will grow, and in time we'll see. We'll see what happens. But they're doing good things. Heart attack Coker. They're doing, let's Scott Coker just pass. I mean, he doesn't look like he's in the best health, no. But you can't deny it. And which is weird. What throws me off here is Kevin is a huge supporter of Bellator. Like, Kevin is like Mr. Bellator. It's kind of weird. Like, I wish I would have thought of this on the call. Kevin was like Mr. Pro Bellator. He would be calling it, you got to watch Bellator. It's a better product. It's a better product. At least Will Harris is consistent. He may be biased, but consistent. Kevin, you are all over the fucking place. Now, all of a sudden, Bellator will never be the UFC because they got a black guy doing something really good. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand. Can you explain that in the chat, Kevin? You were literally licking Bellator's ass saying we should be watching Bellator and not the UFC. And now completely flipping your script. Just jumped into my fucking head. What are we doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Canelo will fight same night Usman and Colby, who will get better ratings? Lol.
I tell you what, I won't even be tuning into the Canelo fight. And I don't hate Canelo Alvarez. I mean, Canelo Alvarez is a stud. He is boxing, right? But I couldn't give two fucks. Now, if Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder was happening, or if it was like Wilder Joshua that was happening the same night, I would have both fights on. We can clickbait on our thumbnail and put Canelo Alvarez there. I'm not even going to pay attention to that shit. Yeah, I'm not even going to. So, a matter of what gets better ratings. I mean, you got Madison Square Garden. You know what? I'm going to go out and say it. Here's the problem. It's Usman. Like, Usman and Covington, it's such a great fight, but when it comes to pay-per-view buys, they have some help on that card. Oh, that's a really good question. Madison Square Garden, massive MMA card. Colby Covington. You know what? All right, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say that MMA wins. And here's why I say this. I think the UFC is going to promote this thing very well. I think Colby Covington is going to sell the cringe so hard that people that never spoke about Usman before, people that never spoke about Covington before, are now chatting about him. I think Covington is going to sell this fight, Madison Square Garden. I'm going to say UFC 268 gets the win in the pay-per-view buys. And that's a risky bet. But that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to say the UFC gets higher pay-per-view buys. Let me know in the chat what you think. Thank you for the donation, Roberto.
Wonderful.
I think Colby's going to do a good job marketing this thing.
I think we should take it easy on Conor McGregor. We need to just sit back and watch the last dying flickers of light that is the Conor McGregor show. Love KFC's critique on black fighters. His superhero name should be the White Hood. Smiley face.
I tell you what. Yeah, I mean, he completely jumped ship on Bellator because now it's like a black guy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy, man. When the black guy is like, oh, fuck, I got to go over to my Pollock. You're not wrong with the Conor thing, though. Whether you love him or you hate him, I mean, it's just so ridiculous. The stories are so ridiculous that it's like, do you really want it to go away? People are going crazy over him punching an Italian DJ. And then you're thinking about it. The guy fucking had a baptism in the Vatican, has an after party, punches an Italian DJ in the face. It's like, what? When he's gone, you're not going to hear about this shit. You know, I don't know. It's weird. Thank you, Kainoto. Let's get back to the phone calls at 516-522-0267. My gosh, this is going really, there's only 38 minutes left. Like, the phone calls, the segments, we only got 2 calls in, but it's going very fast. We'll try to maybe shorten the calls a little bit. But let's get your thoughts. Got a couple interesting people, so.
Call from
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones! Welcome to the MMA-Holes.
Yo.
How's it
so,
going?
with the fucking Conor McGregor thing, the guy said he was partnering with McGregor. I don't think it was quite like that. I think he was like partnering with him through like association. Maybe like he knew somebody who knew Conor that was partnering with him, and he just like tagged along. And he was being a little annoying fuck to Conor, and Conor had enough of it. And be like, yo, you want to go to another party? Okay, hit the knuckle sandwich party. Ha!
Very possible. I could see like a stage table happening, like a bottle service, the whole deal. The Italian DJ is somewhat of a celebrity in Italy over there, so he's circling around in their little group and is like, all right, let's bust his chops. Says the wrong thing, gets japped in the face, tries to get a payday. Very possible.
Oh, someone was saying maybe he tried to fucking grab Conor McGregor's dick or some shit.
I mean, who wouldn't, right?
Well, you would.
Who wouldn't grab that big Irish hog? I mean, look at that thing. Just bulging out. Just waiting to be grabbed, drunk.
He stuffs.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah. Fucking Corey Anderson's ridiculous. Why are we calling, even in the conversation, for being the GOAT light heavyweight? He hasn't even fucking won a belt yet. Like, let him win a belt, then you can put him in the conversation. I mean, Yan fucking beat the guy who a lot of people think beat fucking John Jones, KO'd him, and fucking he beat Izzy. He gave him his first loss. I mean, come on, Yan's above fucking Corey Anderson at this point.
Yeah, it's a little odd. I mean, but I got to say, credit to Corey. Corey found a way, and Scott Coker jumped on this too. They found a way to get everyone talking about Bellator. It's pretty wild. A lot of people are actually talking about a sport, an organization that many people are just kind of like, yeah, whatever. They throw the whole best.
Yeah, but not in the best way. I said this in a tweet the other day. Scott Coker is just the most adorable person in the fucking MMA world.
Adorable?
Bless his fucking heart.
What?
He's trying to say, like, they have the best bantamweight division. What's his name, the champion? Sergio Pettis is a 135 champion. Guy who couldn't cut in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
What does that fucking tell you?
Well, here's the thing with Sergio Pettis. Like, he definitely didn't do well, but he's still another one that's pretty young and trying to find his footing over there. Is he the best? No. But he's gotten better. There's no doubt. He looks a little bit more confident.
Name 5 Bellator bantamweights right now.
Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, they're not as deep as the UFC, of course. Yeah. Listen, it's all smoke and mirrors. I'm with you on that. Bellator's all smoke and mirrors. They're just trying to lobby ways for people to start talking about them, saying, hey, they got the better fighters and this and that. But if you start actually physically buying into this, you got issues because it's not the truth. We all know this. But you can debate. I mean, you could debate, if Corey Anderson stayed in there, he's only 32 years of age. With John Jones out of the picture, you can make an argument that Corey Anderson could have a shot.
I don't know if he would have become champion if he stayed in the UFC. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a good fighter. He deserves the praise he's getting. I don't know if he's fucking championship material.
Let me ask you this. If he rolls over Nemkov in the first round, just like does what he did to Bader, just smokes him in the first round, you got to talk then, right?
Yeah, and what if Yan, because I know Anderson has a win over Glover. If Yan beats him better than Corey did,
well, the problem with Glover, you know what's going to happen? Jan's in a rough situation here. Even taking this fight's a rough situation because Glover's ancient, right? So what they're going to, if Jan smokes Glover, which a lot of people think is going to happen, I don't. I think Glover's going to shock the world. But if he does beat Glover, which is a good possibility, and smokes him quickly, everyone's just going to throw the age out there. And they're going to, the one thing with Blachowicz is everyone's constantly questioning him. Like he's constantly being questioned over and over again. He still has to prove himself. And then here you have Corey Anderson. He gets one nice win over Bader, and he's the next best thing. I think this is what people are getting frustrated about,
Okay, Bader, fuck, dude. He would no touch gold in UFC. And that's another thing to say about Bellator. He goes over there and becomes a fucking double champ. What does that say about the fucking organization?
Yeah, well, they definitely set that up. There's no doubt about it. Bader was a top 10 guy in the UFC. I think Bader he was solid. He wasn't terrible. He held his own with John Jones. Bader's he was a tough dude. But yeah, when you're talking about top 5, you're talking title, no. But Bader's just he was one of those guys that definitely would have a number next to his name over there. But yeah, you go over the Bellator, he's got a name, and you throw him a couple of belts.
Yeah, I'm not saying Bader's a can by any means, but he's not championship level.
Not in the UFC, no. I agree. Concur.
And the goddamn Aspen Ladd shit, oh my God. People actually getting mad about that. That's called fucking coaching. That's called fucking motivating your fighter. If I was the goddamn coach, I'd be fucking screaming at her during the round, like, throw a fucking punch, you stupid cunt.
I'd be like, are you on your period again? What the hell is going on?
Oh, I would have went off on her. He did it nicely. I mean, seriously.
I'm with you. That was I've heard way worse.
And
way worse.
Where was Misha Tate when Cyborg's coach slapped her during practice?
That's true. Yeah.
You used to have that as a donation.
That's right. Cyborg Perillo used to fucking open hand just whop her in the face right before a fight. But that's fine. That's okay. You could because Cyborg's the man. You can do that, right? It's kind of fucked up, man.
Fucking soft.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Tired of this shit.
Because, Aspen Ladd, she has this, look where she looks like she's soft. She's not soft. We've seen her fight before. She's actually a crazy tough bitch. But the thing is, this is fighting. This is fighting. The women, the men, they all should be treated the same here. They're all fighters. They're professional athletes.
Hi, Ellie.
Yeah, Ellie's pissed off now, right? You're one of the boys, Ellie, right? Hold on a second.
But no, what comes down to, the Karens fucking saw a white male talking down to a female. That's what it comes down to.
The white male, you think that's what it is? You think that's the the narrative?
Yep, that's all it is these fucking days.
I can't say how many times, on the show when Moss would be even if he's just being sarcastic, he's just joking around, and people in the chat
stop being so hard on her.
Yeah, they start calling him abusive, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, sometimes I don't always take his sarcasm well, I admit, but that's because I live with him. If I never lived with him, it would never, I probably wouldn't take it as seriously. But regardless, he's just being sarcastic, and that's the thing. I think it's if someone sees a man speaking to a female in any way that's not considered appropriate or respectful, they immediately go to abuse. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's gotten to a point where I don't even have to defend him anymore because we both just understand that people are just going to accuse him no matter what. So
I'm the victim here, Jesse. I'm the victim.
Scared the baby.
I know, Ellie. I'm sorry.
But I think that's what's going on with Aspen Ladd and the coach. I think they see him being hard on her. They see him like just, you know, giving her some tough love and helping her, you know, get better. And they immediately go to abuse, you know, and it's fucked up, man. It's so messed up. Like you can't speak to your woman in a certain way or else you're an abusive man. Like, I've never seen anything like it. It is so bizarre.
But it's not like she was giving her all out there. She was barely throwing anything.
Yeah, and look what happened. After he was yapping to her, she actually started waking up. I mean, it was too late, but she started to wake up at the very, very end. So, I mean...
That's a fucking coach's job, to light a fire under your ass.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. But, you know, the silver lining is DC came out...
Hey, what's wrong, baby? What's wrong? Oh, she's upset.
Her teeth are bothering her.
DC at least came out and, you know, took the normal side of things. I didn't like when DC was White Knight and Megan Anderson. That was freaking crazy. But you know, he actually stepped up here and said that he would have he would want his coach to do that as well. So I mean, at least people are coming out of the woodworks and speaking some sense.
Yeah, if it was a male coach speaking to a male fighter, you wouldn't hear nothing about it. Because she's female. Come on, they're all true. Fighters. They all gotta be certain kind of tough to fucking do this shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do right now, Drunk. I don't know if you'll probably see it on a little bit of a delay. But I'm going to lighten everyone's mood up. I'm going to show myself and Ellie in a hammock. All right? So take that, Misha Tate. That's me and Ellie in a hammock. And we mean business in the hammock.
Hammock buddies.
Anyway, anything else?
Yeah. Oh, goddamn it. I'll never be able to look at Aspen Ladd again because of you, Moss, talking about her clucking.
You know what's funny? My dad, when I was talking about, my dad doesn't listen to anything that we do, but my mom does. Like when we're watching the fights, she'll like have headphones on and listen to us. And I was talking to my dad, and my dad was like, "And you're saying she's clucking in the cage?" And I started. He was actually laughing, so I'm like, "All right, good. We got him to laugh at the clucking comment." Yeah, she does. What is that, Drunk? What is this?
Clucking. I don't know, but that's all I could see ever since you fucking said it. It's a giant fucking chicken in the cage, clucking, strutting around.
Yeah, she was looking for seeds, some cage seeds. I don't know. Maybe that's why she wasn't doing it. She was distracted. She was hungry. She was looking for some seeds.
Somebody needs to like dub over the fucking audio on that. Just a bunch of chicken clucks.
Yes, please. Oh man, if someone could fucking make a GIF of that, right? It's a GIF. Is that what kind of? It's not GIF.
It was GIF.
That's what we thought, but Kainoto corrected us. It's a GIF.
I say GIF.
If someone could make that GIF, and then we'll just make like clucking sounds, that's got to be a donation. There's no doubt about it. How's the chicken sound, Jess? How's it go?
I thought it was like gobble gobble, right?
I don't know. How's
it? Everyone make your best chicken sound.
Okay. Anything else, Drunk?
Yeah. Goddamn, this weekend's gonna be full. You got XMA, UFC, Bellator, Fedor's last fucking fight.
Yeah.
There was Glory Kickboxing.
That's right.
Heavyweight title and BKFC.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, we're boycotting BKFC until they our subscription's done on their BKFC app. We're done. Right? Oh, Ellie agrees? Yeah. We're done. They must email us like they said. But yeah, there's a lot. Gloria, I did see that. Is it Gokhan Saki fighting this weekend, or is he off?
It's Rico versus somebody. I forget, because fucking Alistair fell out. I know Gokhan went back to kickboxing.
Yeah, I saw him on Ariel talking about it, but I wasn't sure if he was fighting this weekend. All right. Yeah, it's a lot. We're just going to do, listen, we're going to do UFC. This is our plan. We're going to do what? The main card of the UFC, Jess? That's what we're going to do? We're going to do we're not doing the prelims. We always do the prelims.
I mean,
okay.
We could theoretically do the prelims, but we would have to do it with the baby.
We'd be burnt. We'd be burnt out, though. We'll see. But we're definitely doing the main card of the UFC event this weekend, and then we're going to roll right into showing the fights XMMA, and I think it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be such a beautiful night of combat.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, check out that meme I posted under the fucking McGregor story in the news. I think you'll get a kick out of it.
Okay, we will. We'll check it out. All right, Drunk. Yeah. Thank you for the call.
Right, later, Simon.
Let's see what meme. Here we go. I'm a fan of these.
Oh, my God.
It's actually pretty good. Little Squid Game meme.
Did Drunk make this meme?
I don't know. I don't know, but it's pretty good. Look at the bus, the phone. That's actually really good. Immediately put this on our stories. That's funny. That's actually pretty good, man. God, Squid Game is so good. All right, 516-522-0267. Got the bus head. It's got them all. Got the phone owner, the bus, the DJ, MGK, the old guy in the pub.
I'm not gonna make that joke. It was horrible. Never mind.
What joke?
Never mind.
That's a great meme. Go ahead. I mean, what the hell?
No, I was gonna say where's all the sexual assault victims, but never mind. That was bad.
Jesse, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that was really bad.
That's not even confirmed. What the hell, man?
You told me to say it.
You know, Jess, now you're gonna accuse a guy of something he didn't even freaking do. That's messed up. Connor, you okay back there? You still okay in the desert? You need some agua? All right, 516-522-0267. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Jesus. Brett Baratheon.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Being a parent is the greatest, isn't it?
Yes.
The teething will get better. Heart.
Thank you,
yes.
Brett.
You know, you recognize the teething sounds. Yes, she is teething hardcore right now.
All right, here we go.
Call from NH. To accept, press 1.
The Knitter!
Hey, Chris. Hey, Jesse. Oh, Ellie.
What's going on, Ann?
What's going on? Wonderful, wonderful. Nothing much.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Watching you guys, hanging out with the boys.
Hanging with the boys. Nice.
As usual.
All right. And you're the best. You're always hanging with the boys. Mike H is banned from Walgreens. Where's he banned from?
Walgreens.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
If he steps foot around there, the cops called on him.
Have you guys gone back and gotten kicked out?
No, I called and gave him a. I said, "What the heck? Why were you gonna call the cops on my husband for? Because he was talking to you, not yelling, not screaming, no cuss words.
That's great.
Just miscommunication of the pharmacist and him. He needed his medicine for his migraines, and they wouldn't give it to him.
Oh, it's so funny.
The pharmacist wanted to go home, and Mike was standing in line. And, hey, for I don't know how long, and plus they sent him a text, they phone called him, email, and said his prescription is ready. We showed up earlier. They said it wasn't ready yet. They said come back at this time. So that's what we did.
With Jess, should they tell the location of Walgreens in the chat? Oh no,
it's so weird because Mike H is like one of the nicest people I've ever encountered.
Yeah.
So it's weird that, yeah.
That's so funny, man. That's pretty badass. It's pretty badass. You should put a teardrop on his eye for a Walgreens, a little Walgreens symbol by his eye. All right. So what we got going on?
I said, about the coach, with Ladd, and I was listening to that when it was going on. I was like, yeah, that's pretty sweet compared to the coaches I had in my day.
Yeah, right? I mean,
they're like in your face, yelling at you, and all that kind of stuff. And it's normal. And she did. She got better enough that she woke up in the 5th round finally.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Too bad she didn't do it earlier, but I didn't see anything wrong with it. And I know, God, he just got so much pressure. He shouldn't apologize. He just shouldn't have.
No.
I wouldn't have. And just, he got the pressure got to him, like you said, all those snowflakes. And,
it's crazy, huh? And then people bringing up that they're... What's that?
She didn't look upset when he was doing that. I mean...
No, she looked upset because she was losing the fight. Like, she looked like she was like, fuck, man, I can't get anything going.
Not upset at the way he was talking to her.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's weird, man. It's really, the whole thing is weird. But,
it's just the way it is, I guess, nowadays.
That's the world.
Conor, it's like you said. I think it's funny. I don't really care for what he does outside, but he's always getting publicity at least.
The stories get so much more outlandish. Like you think about the whole picture. Baptism at the Vatican. Like, out of all places, he goes to the freaking Vatican to have his kid baptized, then has an after party, goes from club to club, and then smokes the fucking the DJ. I think it's funny. It sounds like a joke. Like, it sounds like someone could make that into a joke, yet people are flipping out. Like, I mean, are they related to the fucking Italian DJ? Like, I don't know. Are they big fans of that Italian DJ? Who knows?
They probably are.
It's not the point. It's assault. And It's assault. We must cancel him immediately. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, he probably said something to him. Some smart aleck remark to him. I'm sure he did. Come on. He had to say something. I mean, come on. You know, who knows? But I think it's funny. Everybody kind of blew it up a person.
It's crazy, man. It's
yeah,
crazy.
we should get rid of him. Oh, the UFC. Well, it's like you said. It's Conor. You know, hey, he's probably going to get by with it. Whatever happened, you know, he's got the money. He's just got so much money, like you said. He doesn't know what to do with.
Yeah. He's just.
I mean.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, Ellie.
Yeah.
Like,
she wants to chime
in.
This poor kid's teeth, man. I feel so bad. But yeah. I mean, it's nuts. But the thing is, everyone's like, it's not just about this. It's about the all of the things that he has done. When is enough enough? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, he hasn't, to me, I haven't seen anything where, like I said, domestic abuse, smacking around a woman or something like that. Then we got some problems. And if those allegations came true of like the rape or something, like now we're talking. Now we're talking like that's some fucked up shit. But nothing came of that stuff, and it is what it is, man. Who cares? Like, right? It's just nuts.
Like Jones and what's his name?
Even John Jones. Yeah, I don't give a fuck anymore. But now you're hearing about he might have this bullshit going on with his fiance, and it's like I don't know what the hell. Give me all the details, and then I'll make a hard decision.
Yeah, because we don't know their personal lives, people. I mean, but everybody thinks they know all their personal life, but we don't. You see what you want to see on social media that they post, and that's all you see. Unless you personally know them, you know, it's like I can't really say anything because all I see is what's posted. You know, hey, what's true, what's not. I mean, but everybody believes exactly what's on the internet. It's got to be true. It's on the web.
Well, the thing is, Ann, most people are perfect. You know, most people on the internet are perfect human beings, never made a mistake in their lives. So they have a bag full of stones that they throw over their shoulder and wait for the opportunity and say, oh, it's time to throw the stone. I am a perfect human being. And just fucking, just dump the stones out on people. Like, it's just like, shut the fuck up. You know, like for real.
Yep.
So it's so crazy.
Like,
Righteous
William
motherfuckers.
Shatner going into space, and people are throwing stones and saying, hey, why are you going to space billionaire? You should use your money for something else and this and that. It's a waste of
So is he? He's really going to space, huh?
Yeah. 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 He boldly went. Yes, he did.
Is he there now?
Old. He went up. You know?
He's in space.
No, he went up into that. I'm not good that billionaire's rocket. I don't know all about it, so I'm not going to say. I just know he went up.
That's amazing.
You know,
William Shatner. How could you not love William Shatner?
Everybody knows. Yeah. How do you not like the Captain Kirk? I mean, come on.
Now, let me ask you a question.
90.
I love Captain Kirk. He's my favorite. He's my favorite commander of the Enterprise. But I have to ask you, what do you think? I know it's an old story. Did he kill his wife? The one that was face down in the pool. The mystery face down in the pool story. Did he fucking drown his wife because the supper was cold? We're worried about Conor McGregor. William Shatner found his wife face first in a fucking pool. And everyone's like, he didn't do it.
Oh God.
Was it Willie? But he's in space now.
Maybe it was the Doberman Pinschers that pushed her in.
Yeah, she got pushed in. It was fucking Sulu. Sulu was all pissed off about all the gay bashing. Killed his wife.
he did get a little upset over, he's still got a beef. Yep, it's still going on.
William Shatner's the man. I don't
It's
give a
always
fuck.
going to be.
I don't care if he killed his wife or what, man. He's in space right now. Who's better than him? He's 90 years old in space.
He went up there in that rocket, I don't know, went up, whatever, for how long. I don't know how long it was for. It was live, and of course I was asleep during the time because East Coast, whatever.
That's wild.
But,
what a life.
So when it comes back down, it's just people are saying it's, like they thought it was going to be like back in the old days where, you sit there and crash land in the ocean and stuff, I'm like, okay, this isn't the 1970s or 60s, people.
Yeah, we got it. That's crazy.
It's like, but I'm glad he did. That's really cool. I mean, he's the oldest, and 90 years old. He doesn't act like he's 90. Okay, I've met him more than once. I met him, quite a few times. The guy's awesome. So it's like I met him more. I'll never meet Cowboy.
Have you ever had fantasies of William Shatner?
Oh, but Cowboy.
What about the Tribbles? The Tribble William Shatner back in the day.
The Tribble.
Yeah. All right. We got to stop talking about Star Trek. We're going to start.
Yeah, quit talking about Star Trek. You're going to kill me.
Hold on a second.
You're already killing me on there.
We got a Brett Baratheon donation. I don't know if you could hear it, but
the
it's coming
day that Conor beats his woman, or any woman, like John C.O.K.E. Jones, I'm out. Luckily, I've never ever been a Jones fan. So many fair-weather fans in fighting, they jump back and forth. Conor changed the game for all the dudes. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Respect.
So I don't know if you heard it. Did you hear that, Ann, or no?
No.
Basically, the people that are comparing it to John, a lot of people are comparing it to John Jones. One thing you can compare is he's doing wrong things outside of a cage, right? He's not being a good role model outside of a cage. We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
But I do believe, I know there's a lot of arguing. I don't even think it's close. I mean, you beat up your fiance. I don't know the full story, so I can't go crazy on it. But if it is true, if the allegations are true, it's not even. I mean, and John Jones hit and run a freaking pregnant woman. Like there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like. I can't really compare with.
Worse.
I don't know, but regardless of the fact, I feel like it's apples and oranges. Yes, wrong is wrong, but when a woman gets involved, in a situation like that, then I don't know. Regardless, who cares? I can't even think about
Cyborg that kicks butt.
What's that?
It'd be the other way around. Unless it was Cyborg, that would, abuse.
Cyborg abuse?
The man. Yeah, if she abused the man,
Did she really? Cyborg beat up a man?
No.
Oh.
No.
I was going to say. I would be surprised.
That's like someone mentioned, too, about getting, drunk said about her getting slapped in the face, before she goes to
Perillo.
fight, Yeah.
Yeah, smack her around before the fight.
Smack her around.
Controversial coaching right there. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's right.
All right, Ann, anything else?
No, boy, we just went way off to MMA.
We went all over the place. It was nice. It was a fun journey. We boldly went where no MMA hole went before.
That's right.
Okay.
That's for sure. Love you, Chris. Love you, Jesse.
Love
Ellie.
you too.
Love
Have a great
MMA
night.
Holes.
There's Ann H. The knitter calling in. Speaking a little William Shatner, a little curveball in the mix. 516-522-0267. A big thank you to everyone that dropped a donation tonight. Seriously, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that hit that fucking like button. Thank you for your company each and every night. Tomorrow will be live for the Contender Series. Let me just make sure. Right? It's tomorrow night? Yeah, tomorrow night. Contender Series. We'll be reacting to that. Wednesday show in full effect. I don't think we have any guests this Wednesday. Baby Hulk's coming back on, which is kind of cool. So Baby Hulk.
Super chat.
Come on, dude. You called already.
Don't go to the yard with the big dogs if you know you getting pissed. Number 3, Dion.
What? Don't go in the yard with the big dogs if you know you're getting pissed on, says Roberto. A piece of advice. Thank you, Roberto, for the $5 super chat.
Wonderful.
Appreciate that. Anyway, let's take some more calls here. We got 11 minutes left of showtime. So if you haven't called in, give us a ring. We heard from you, Kevin. What the fuck? We already heard. Give us a ring. Let's see what's on your mind.
Call from
a member of this community.
Now, come on, man. What? You guys called already. Don't. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop hogging the fucking line. Oh, yeah. I saw the Dylan Dennis interview with Ariel. Man, Ariel was calling him out. Good on Ariel. It's like, come on, man. He's like, basically the MMA game. Like, where would it be without him or something? I'm like, it's like, Jesus Christ. Good on Ariel for not, sucking on the Dylan Dennis hog. I don't think Dylan Dennis will ever fight again, to be honest.
Call from
Sexy Mike H.
To accept.
Oh, I guess that counts. Sexy Mike H. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad yourself, Moss?
Wonderful. What's going on?
Yeah. Oh, none. Like I said, as far as the McGregor thing, like I said, who gives a fuck? Just let who fucking cares? There's other things in this world to fucking deal with. And as far as the other shit, like I said before, You know, if he hit a woman, you know, that's a different story. Other than that, who gives a fuck? And as far as that dumb fucking bitch, so when they're telling her what to fucking do, she's gonna scream like a little bitch. You know, it's part of the fucking game. You know.
Completely agree.
You know, I mean, goddamn, like I said, probably on a period, probably needs some more goddamn Myadol or some goddamn shit. You know, goddamn.
That's right. You
Other than that,
preach.
You know, shit, I used to work my ass off at this one job, and it still wasn't good enough. Other than that, you know what? It's just you just gotta keep going and going and going and just do the best you can. Other than that, fuck it.
All right, Mike H. Thank you very much for chiming in.
All right, love you guys.
All right, we love you too. Mike H. 516-522-0267. Call us up. We got 9 minutes of show left. You can talk about a little Corey Nipples. This is his best light heavyweight in the game right now. Conor McGregor attacked an Italian DJ. Aspen Ladd coaching hot water. Well, from the interwebs. I don't think he did anything wrong, to be honest. But the internet did. They think bad man. Bad. I mean, and no one's really talking about Norma Dumont, who looked great. Do they throw that Holly Holm fight together? What's next for Norma Dumont? Do you care? I kind of don't care, to be honest. Card turned out to be what it was. It was what it was. 516-522-0267. Give us a ring. I'm digging this meme. I'm digging it. It's pretty good. Let me see if there's anything else. Francis Ngannou shares root cause of issue with the UFC. I just want to see him fight already. You called already too? What the fuck? You guys, are you guys hogging up the line? She should fight Amanda Nunes for the belt. There is nobody else. Whoa, Aspen looks like my buddy Chase Sheesh. Says Taco Slurpee. When's Jan gonna fight? This is Tragic Podcast. Jan Blachowicz will be fighting. Whoa, really? She's partying over there. Blachowicz will be fighting the end of this month, October 30th. UFC 267.
Call from.
Where do I send my logo?
What do you mean, where do I send my logo? All right. Are we done with the calls? Is that it? Is that what we're going to do here? Wrap it up. Are we circling the calls? Are we circling the wagons? 516-522-0267. We're going to get anyone new calling in, or we got the same the same trio calling back? Is that what's happening? It looks like we're having the trio call back.
Call
all right.
From Beyond Infinity, Dynamic.
All right. You slipped through the cracks. What do you got, bud?
First of all, I deleted the app, JBH.
Well, she's not here right now. It's just me. But so is it Omegle?
Wait, no, I'm coming.
Oh, Jesse's coming back. Is it Omegle?
No.
It's not Omegle.
Inform me.
So to the people that are just tuning in, Toddler Voice is on an app speaking to Mexican women and showing them his peach cadil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what's going on?
JBH, I deleted the app like you told me to.
What do you say?
What was the app?
There was like multiple.
There was multiple apps. And
wait, you're doing it on multiple platforms?
Yeah.
So
are they asking for it, or are you just willingly giving it to them?
Kind of both.
You're looking up, are you just like targeting Mexican women, or it doesn't matter? It just so happens to be Mexican women.
Well, it's not just Mexican. There's also Venezuelan, or what the fuck you call those bitches.
And they're from all different countries.
Are these
correct?
women? These are women, right?
Yeah.
Of legal age, correct?
Yeah.
Lady boys?
I'm not trying to suggest you're a pedophile, but I'm just wondering because it's a little weird to me that you're just offering yourself without anything in return.
That's not weird. A lot of guys do that.
It shows the legal age. Most of them are like 40-year-old girls.
They're 40-year-old women?
You're into the cougar life.
What did your dad think about this?
He doesn't know.
What would he think if he knew?
Bring your dad in now. Bring your dad. Can we talk to your dad about this?
No, he's playing Call of Duty.
So you're showing your dick to fucking girls all over the world, and he's fucking shooting people in Call of Duty. All right, thank you, Brody. Appreciate it. All right, 516-522.
Oh, Brody.
He's playing Call of Duty. Well, Brody's like this, helicopter dick.
All right, guys. I gotta bounce because it's her bath time, so I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure you join us for TGIW Wednesday. I'm sorry, Contender Series tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be there. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. And Moss, have fun wrapping it up.
Call from
Bob.
All right, Kevin, you're back.
Yeah, I just want to know what you mean by you don't care. You keep saying that. I don't care.
What do you
What does
talk?
that
What do you mean about? What do you don't care about? What? Fill me in.
McGregor. You keep saying, who cares? I don't care.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, I don't give a shit that he punched an Italian DJ. I don't care. Why should I care?
Like, you don't care about the story. You don't care that he's
I don't even care that he did it.
People.
Even if he had punched an Italian DJ, I couldn't care less. Like, I honestly, doesn't matter who did it.
How do you not care but spend 40 minutes talking about it?
Because
Obviously,
people
you care a little bit.
on the internet are talking about this, and I am trying to articulate myself in the matter of telling people that they should not care about it, and let's move on. After the show, I do not want to talk about it at all. I'm done.
But the thing is, I keep hearing the DJ is looking for a payday, and it's this and that. At some point, the behavior keeps adding up. You look at what happened at the bar. You punch an old man, unprovoked. It's on video. The MGK
I don't
thing,
care.
obviously, MGK isn't looking for a payday. So this idea that the DJ is looking for a payday, or this, no, Conor's just a piece of shit. That's who he is.
You know
he
him?
likes to assault
Do you know him?
musicians.
Do you know him?
Yeah,
like,
I don't have to know him. He
Yeah?
thinks the way he acts is enough to know.
So
Look at
innocent
what he does
until
in public.
proven what? Like
He's trying to
even in this
assault random
situation, we don't even know if he
He's
did
trying to
it.
assault random musicians. Machine Gun Kelly. We saw
Oh
what he
my
did to
God,
that
you're
throat
white
strike at
knighting
him.
Machine Gun Kelly? Is that really making you feel
it's
good?
not about that.
Yeah?
It's just the fact that Conor's a piece of shit trying to
Okay.
assault people
Let
on
me
the
ask you a
street.
question. If an old man in a bar looks you dead in the eyes and says your mom's a cunt and my balls are banging off her chin, what would you do?
Yeah, this is it. This is it. You got to create these hypotheticals.
What would you do? No, what would you do in that situation?
Incorrect scenarios.
Say no. What would you do if an old man was in a bar, looked you dead in the eye, and said, "My balls was banging off your mom's chin"? Would you
All right,
just
I'm gonna
like?
answer this question, then I'm gonna respond to it.
Yeah.
I would say, wow. I'd say you're batshit crazy, old man.
You'd
and then
slap
walk
that
away.
drink out of his hand and fucking give him a nice jab in the face.
Now let me ask you a question. Do you think that's what? Do you think he said that? You think he said that to Conor?
What I'm saying to you is we weren't there. That's the point. We were not
And
there.
my point is, there's enough incidences of Conor acting like a dumbass. to
Are you
confirm. Look at
Jesus? Are you unblemished in your life where you've made no mistakes, where you can cast
that. So you
stones
say
at
the
everyone
same
else?
thing about John Jones? You
What's
say
that?
the same thing about John Jones?
I wasn't there with his shit. And listen, if he is convicted of doing something wrong where he fucking jabbed his wife in the face or the hit and run with the pregnant female driver, yeah, I mean, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Fleeing the scene. Yeah. That's completely, there's nothing I could defend on that. I can't.
3 of those incidents were on video. 3, the dolly, the truck cart, the punching the old man on the bar stool,
Yes.
and the MGK thing. Those are 3 incidences that were on video.
Terrible.
And
He's a terrible
it's him
human being.
attacking people.
It's horrible.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
He's
it's
a piece
really
of shit.
bad.
Like,
But you know what? I don't give
care.
a fuck. I don't
You
care.
I
No,
know
I don't.
you don't care. I'm not saying you have to care, but at least you admit he's a piece of shit.
I don't know him. So, no. I mean, listen, if he was convicted of rape, if he was fucking hit and running pregnant women, if he chapped his fiance in the face, like those things, if those things were proven to be true, yes, I could jump on that. But the things that he did, honestly, I probably would have done the same thing. So I'm a piece of shit too, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, the thing with Conor is if he was like an elite fighter still, then I'd say give him a pass, but he's washed up. He can't win a fight, so just kick him out of the UFC. Who cares? You could get rid of him. It's not like we're getting rid of some elite fighter. You know what I mean? Like, same
Kick
with
him out
John
of the
Jones. Like,
UFC.
who cares?
Get
Get rid of him. He's a washed-up fighter. He can't get a win in like 6 years, so who cares?
So
You know
the
what I mean? Who
UFC
cares?
should be like, this guy is our biggest moneymaker, right? He punched an Italian DJ in the face. Let's kick him out of the UFC. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, just keep milking him for losses. Like, put him in there
Yeah,
and get his ass whooped.
that's what they're doing. They're milking him. They're milking him for whatever he brings.
I guess that you make a good point. I'd like to see him get his ass beat a few more times.
Yeah, what does it matter?
Put him in there with like Benil Dariush or something. Get choked out again. You're right. Good point.
Yeah.
You make a good point.
Yeah, who cares? Like, regardless of the fact, would you not watch his fights? Of course. You want to watch him lose, right?
That's a good point. And
Yeah.
I think.
Why would you kick him out for that?
Happen.
Yeah. So now.
Absolutely. You just changed my mind.
All right. See you there. We're on the same page. Thank you, my friend. Get the hell out of here. Jesus. It's going on. That's the thing. If you don't like Conor McGregor, you leave him in the UFC, right? You leave him in the UFC, you pair him up, you match him up against guys that are going to beat the living shit out of him. You get your revenge. And you get paid at the same time. Win, 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 win. The problem is this. God forbid Conor wins. It's the worst possible scenario. If you keep Conor in the UFC, he wins a fight. If you keep John Jones, if he's convicted of these things and has done wrong, but you keep him in there, you pair him up against Francis Ngannou, thinking, hey, Francis Ngannou's going to beat his face into the mat. Everyone's going to be happy. Justice will be served. But John Jones somehow knocks out Francis Ngannou in the first round. Everything falls apart. And then everyone's yelling and screaming and saying, you should have got rid of him. Come on, guys. The UFC's running a business here. And I'm just going to talk about the Conor situation. Because the John Jones is a whole nother show, a whole nother thing, right? In this situation, just taking the evidence from Conor McGregor, and we don't know if he truly did punch this guy. And even if he did punch the Italian guy in the face, I couldn't care less. And I couldn't say, like, yeah, UFC, get rid of this guy. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Let the fucking people in Italy deal with this crazy nuisance over there and figure it out. Let the law figure it out over there. It is what it is. But if you're not liking Conor McGregor, of course you want to see him in the UFC because you want to see him lose. You want to see him lose. It's the best. That's why the UFC is the best. Because you don't just lose a game. You don't lose by points, a score. You know, you could lose by points in the UFC, but still you're getting punched in the face. UFC, two people are locked in a cage, and you get to see someone get the shit kicked out of them. Like, literally beat up. You know, if the UFC really, really doesn't like what Conor McGregor is doing, you pair him up against a guy that's going to beat the shit out of him. You make the money. You sell the pay-per-views. You do all that fun stuff. You trot him around. You know, get all the eyeballs on your sport, and then put him in against the guy that's going to beat him up. The haters win. But what if he wins? Then everything falls apart, right? Anyway, it was a pleasure. If you missed calling in, or if we missed your comment, and we probably missed a bunch of comments over here, and I apologize for that, but at least it's seen, so people could watch live. Drop it in the comment section down below. I'd love to know what you think. I know people are fired up about this Conor thing. No matter what, when the big names are in the headlines, whether it's in or out of the cage, it doesn't matter. When they're out there just doing wrong, people just get riled up. People want to talk about it. I don't know what it is. I mean, he punched the DJ. I literally, like, if I wasn't doing this show, I wouldn't have said a damn word on social media. I wouldn't even give a fuck. Like, I wouldn't even care. But people care. So if you want to get your voice heard, let us know in the comment section down below. You can debate amongst yourselves. The Aspen Ladd situation, there probably people in the chat that are not happy with our opinion, maybe do agree with Aspen Ladd. You know, I'm not saying, hey, everyone's got to agree with me here. If you agree with the Misha Tate side and Aspen Ladd was treated poorly, let us know in the comment section down below. Conor beating up Ariel, is that happening next? Who knows? But we'll see you tomorrow for the Contender Series. Wednesday night, the TGIW show. On Friday, Fuqua Friday. And then on Saturday, XMMA is going to be live on this channel. The entire event on this channel. We're going to be doing play-by-play and showing the fights. So shout out to Head Rush. 20% off promo code MMA-HOLES. Thank you to MysticRootsCBD.com. Promo code MMA-HOLES for 20% off their stuff over there. Both of them, 20% off Head Rush, 20% off Mystic Roots CBD, only for the MMA-Holes. Polymarket, link in the description. Check it out. Trade away over there. And I would love to get on there. Pulse's question, which was actually pretty funny. Will Conor McGregor get arrested one more time before the year is up? Or will Conor McGregor assault someone one more time before the year is up? That should be on Polymarket. We'll send him an email. ESPN Plus, how you can watch the Contender Series. Live chat, description. Anyone that uses our link helps us out tremendously. Thank you for doing that. And I think that's pretty much it. Don't be an a-hole, be an MMA hole.